Alright, I'm Sovereign Sage and I'm struggling to get this to focus. I probably should have tapped on my phone screen to get it to focus in more. And I don't know if that's clear enough. I really hope it is. Yeah, I really hope it is. It looks pretty good, but reason why it kind of looks a little, not like pixely, I mean, it's clear. I'm not saying it's not. It's just, I have to zoom in, with my phone. And when I zoom in, everybody knows how cameras are and how lenses are. When you zoom in on things, they're not like clear anymore. They kind of have like this weird like Vaseline look where everything's all Vaseline-y. Yeah. So where we left off last time, I actually ran out of time, unfortunately. And I left off inside the shrine right in here. And I actually played a little bit ahead. Where I came from here is we went under the floor and I ended up into the wooden figure room right here. Let's zoom in because when it's faster if I'm zoomed in. When I'm zoomed out, look at how slow it is. See how slow it is? Look at that. It's slow. But then when I zoom in, it's like fucking Sonic, boy. Okay, so we left off here and I went through the barred hallway to this staircase here. This staircase leads up to Kyouka's room, which is known as the kimono room. You will pick up a purple diary. I had already did it. So where would it be? Probably right in here somewhere. See, there's purple diaries 1 through 4. Akito. I think the one we picked up was 1. No. See, we had already read 1. So was it 2 that I picked up? Yeah, it was 2 that I picked up. Okay. So I remember her talking about the child. So this is where I left off. Because like I said, I didn't show me picking this stuff up because I ran out of time. So I'm gonna go ahead and reread all of it. Why is my ringers? It's my my tablet. Hold on. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be this. Yeah, it's my fucking tablet. Yeah, that's my notification sound. That other one's my alarm sound. What the fuck? Sorry about that. Yeah, I kept, like, people keep uploading a lot, and I get a lot of notifications on my phone, my laptop, and my tablet. I get notifications on all 3 devices, and it, like, seizes them up and causes them to lock up. Sometimes on my phone, I go to click off one notification, and somebody else uploads something else at the exact same moment that I'm clearing out the notifications, and it backlogs it, and holy shit. It was stuck. I was trying to, and then I noticed that the volume was low, and I didn't leave it like that. That's besides the point. So, his parting gift was a forbidden child. The child had handsome features just like he did. You probably already read this by now because I've been talking fucking forever. If he stays in this place, they'll cast him away once he turns 4. I have to find a way to sneak him into the village below before then. If I give him the earring his father gave me, I'm sure one day he will be able to come back. He'll be able to hear my voice. I may even be able to see his father again if he finds this earring. I'll name the child Kaname to symbolize our connection. I know this child will come back with his father. What's sad about that, like I've been saying, I mean, this is my final playthrough on this game, and I want to give as much context for people who do like this game. I have another friend, a couple other friends who play this, but they never really got into the lore of it, and they're kind of confused about it, and there was one that I said I could explain, so kind of doing it for them. This is Kyouka writing these diaries. As I've said in the previous 2 videos, Kyouka is Yashu Kuze's daughter. So let's see, this is Yashu. So her daughter is Kyouka. They're literally right beside each other. So this is Kyouka. This is Yashu. Kyouka is Yashu's daughter. So Kyouka, bred with the man that they brought into the manor, because in winter they bring men in to carry the Kuze shrine, to carry on the Kuze family, because all of them are women. Men are not needed, so that's why they have to bring in what they call outsiders, because even if they do give birth to men, they get rid of them. Sometimes it's not like, I don't think they kill them, I think they just cast them out. Like, they get like put up for adoption when they turn 4 years old. Like, they can stay until they're 4, and then when they turn 4, Yashu's like, send them out of this damn shrine right now. And she like kicks them out to villages around. So they can't be here if they are any older than 4. I think maybe if they are older than 4, they do kill them. So, I mean, she tries to be nice. She tries to spare him a little bit. So, they get cast out. And that's why she's like, I need to sneak him out to the village below. Which is where that well comes into place. There's a well in her room on the bottom level floor. Need to go up, go up. So, where's her room at? Her room is right here. This is the stair landing. See, this is her room right here. And this is the stairwell. I believe it would be these stairs here. That lead here. There's this little room where, see how it says well room? There was actually a well there. I don't know who would put a well like this. Maybe it was there and they built the house around it. I don't know. Maybe it was built in later. I have no idea. Because it's like a little closed room with a well. You get in there later when you play as Kay. When you come back again. As him, I should say. She put him in a basket or something and lowered him down to the well, and he got washed downstream to the village. And he came back on his own. Her son, Kaname, fell in love with Reika, and that's where shit goes bad. Because at the time, because you figure he was cast out when he was 4. Well, it was not that he was cast out, he was snuck out by his mom, Kyouka. So because Yashu never saw her grandson, she had no idea what he looked like. So when he came back as an adult man, like, I don't know, 22, 23 years old, maybe he was younger than that, I don't know. You'll see him later in the game and you can decide on how old you think he is. Because I'm 31 and people think I'm 16 or 18, so appearances can be tricks, bro. But I want to say he's like 23, maybe 21. He's quite young looking. But he comes back, and because he goes into the shrine back here, he gets into the engraving shrine. Well, it's actually past this. This is the last passage. He goes down here. This is the abyss. So this is where he goes. Look at this. This is the way that he goes. He sneaks out here. Hold on, let me go up. I can't see because I'm too zoomed in. Go up. My map is freaking out. No, it's just because I'm too zoomed in. I can't fucking see. Hold on. He goes here. This is the shrine courtyard. This is the engraving shrine. Behind the engraving shrine, as you can see, the 2 doors with a save point. This is the last passage. So he takes the last passage, right? He goes all the way down here to the Halabish. I was going to say Hellish Abyss. That's from Fatal Frame 2, but I'm just so used to when I say the word abyss. When I see the word abyss, I think of Hellish Abyss. Never mind. So he goes down these stairs. Okay, down to the bottom. Then there's more last passage. Then it leads here to the Abyss Horizon, which leads to the Kuze Shrine. The Kuze Shrine would be here. I don't know why it's not listing it. You can see it here. This is the opening. This area that's cut off is the Kuze Shrine. I don't know why it's not its own map place. Probably because you don't actually get to go in there. This is the final boss area, by the way. So spoilers or whatever. So he comes here. This is where he goes. This is a long way he goes. And he gets into the Kuze Shrine. You can even see it in the little picture that's up here on the left. You can kind of see it. It's like a stone thing with 2 doors. It's kind of hard because we're seeing it from a side angle. I don't know why they took a photo of it like that. He goes here and he wakes her up. And because, like I said, men are not allowed. So Yashu accidentally killed him. And she didn't know that that was her grandson. And then when she finds out that it was, she even admits that, oh, that's how bittersome, like, that's depressing. She had no idea that it was. And she actually didn't want to kill him. She actually didn't want to, but did anyway. And she did feel remorseful for it. So this is the room that did not get shown. I ran out of time last time, and like the last damn 6 minutes are missing. But I'm currently inside the ceremony room. When we were playing as Rei last time, we were in this room up here when we walked across here to fight that Shrine Maiden. We did the little puzzle to get into this room, the wooden figure room, and we looked down. We looked down from up there. You could see the hole up there behind the statue's head. That's where we were looking down at, and we could saw like the blood and the woman. Don't stay in here for too long because you'll have to fight the engraver. And I've already had to fight her again because I had to walk all the way back here just to show this. And I had to fight her again. So, don't want to stay in here for too long. You also unlock this door because originally it's locked. The engraver lingers here. Later on when you do come back here, there's something that's cool that happens. You see this mirror? It's put here for a reason. When you come back here later, in the reflection of the mirror, you'll see her standing in front of the door. But you can't see her with your eyes until you pull out the camera. But she'll be standing in the mirror's reflection. And it's a pretty cool detail. I just don't want to stay here for too long because you can't get attacked in this hallway. They hate it. They hate when you hang out here. So, yeah, that's how you do that. So where Kay's at, because now we're playing as Miku, this is where Kay is. Kay came over here to the butterfly door. So Kay is currently behind here. But it's like sealed by strong power and we can't get in. So I always thought that was odd. Like, you would think that if all the characters are here in a dream, how come they don't intersect with each other? And it's because they get trapped from each other. Even if you know where the other character is, here she's coming for me because I stay too long. Like, you just get barred from being able to see each other. See, I told you, if you stay in that hallway for too long, the engraver comes after you. So this is where you get the purple diary. I got it from right here. Holy pattern. So that one that I read, oh, his parting gift was a forbidden child. That's where you get that. So right now, I think I was trying to break the Shrine Maiden seal. I think I'm going to do that now. Because I hate getting interrupted in the middle of playing. Because then I forget what I'm doing. And the end of the last video cut abruptly. Because I can only record for 3 hours and like 25, 29 minutes. It's different every time. And basically, see, here's that WoW room. I can't get in there though. But basically, I left, it got cut off. Danatuski. So, there's like 6 minutes that are missing. I didn't do something last time because I was low on time. So let me go get some extra film from the projector room. I didn't get a chance to do it last time because I was trying to hurry. And then, like I said, I got to 3 hours and 25 minutes and it split into a second video. So there was it split it into 6 minutes because once I had stopped recording, it had split off into a second video that was 6 minutes long. And I actually just deleted it because I'm not going to upload a 6-minute video of me just walking around. So that I'm just showing you what I did. I went and picked up the book. And then I left. Because right now I think we are trying to break the seal on that door to the Shrine Maiden. I also need to turn this up. I usually have to keep this pretty loud when I play. Let me change my film. Like I was saying, I just hate when I get interrupted or I run out of time. So I think I need to try to start stopping exactly at 3 hours and 25 minutes. But like I said, it's different every time. Sometimes I can record for 3 hours and 29 or 28 minutes before it cuts to a second video. And then other times I can't. And it's different every time. Drives me nuts. To the other side. Okay, you know where that is? That's where I just was. That's why I went back to the ceremony room to show you that. So what we need to do now is you need to go to the outside. And I believe you get to the outside from the stair hallway. Damn it, I have to go all the way back. So let me see if I go up. I think it's outside. So we were in the courtyard right here. This is the stair hallway. This is the grave courtyard. You have to walk around the outside to get back to that room to look down. Or you know what? No, I need to go to Kyouka's room and look down. I'm thinking of the other one because we saw Amane last time, and I was supposed to follow her out there, and I didn't. So there's like 2 different rooms I need to get to, and I think I need Kay to move the bookshelf. So the one where she went originally, you need Kay to move the bookshelf, and that's where I'm getting confused. Damn it! There's a bookshelf in the stair hallway. Right here, like literally right here, and that's the one I'm thinking about. You need him to move that. So let's go back to Kyouka's room, I guess. Also, I hear something like swaying back and forth. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like I don't know if you can hear that, but that's what it sounds like. Oh god, is she fucking there? God, what? What? I still hear it, but I don't see anything. Oh, you know why? Because she is right there. I have to go through her room. Hold on. I'm sequence breaking shit again. Kyouka? I still hear it. Kyouka? She's supposed to be crouching right here, but she's not here for me. What is going on? Wait, hold on. Wait, no. She's supposed to be crouching right there, I swear. I don't know why she's not. I hear her, though. It's louder now. I'm starting to hear a faint heartbeat, too. She's in here somewhere and I can't... Wait, Kyouka? Kyouka? Kyouka! Ah. Damn it, no. I stayed too long. I stayed too long. Damn it. It's my fault. Because I could hear her, but there's an image you're supposed to get of her crouching down and she wasn't doing it for me. I think she threw her hair at me. Hold on. Yeah, she did. There it goes. You're supposed to get an image of her crouching down in front of the door. Like I said, my game breaks where things don't work properly, but you're supposed to be able to get an image of her doing that. I think she threw more hair at me again. But... Ow! Do you think this is funny? Fight me, you coward. No, I didn't. No. Stop that. Hold on. Wait, listen. It's still doing it. Is it not her then? Okay, let me explain to you what I'm hearing. I'm hearing like that whooshing sound, and then I'm hearing like a faint heartbeat. I keep hearing like the just back and forth. Like, it's like a ghost energy. Like, there's somebody swaying from, like, side to side is what it is. And then I'm hearing, like, a like, a heartbeat. Like, I'm getting closer to it, but I don't see anything. I think my game's bugged. There must be a ghost stuck somewhere that's, like, trying to get me or whatever, and it's not working. It's only in her room, too, because I defeated her, but it was still doing it. Like I said, sometimes my game does this. Like, it bugs out and it breaks. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's like I said, it's emulated on a PS3, because it's downloaded from the PS3. I bought them off the PlayStation Store on the PS3, because the PS4s and PS5s don't do this anymore. But on the PS3, if you get on the PlayStation Store, you can buy old PS2 games. The ones that are available anyway. And you can play them forever. Yeah, so, you can play them on here, and that's how I'm playing this. But, like, I don't know if that's why it's breaking, because the PS3 has part of the PS2 built into it, and that's the reason why you can play PS2 games on it. I mean, I don't know if you can actually play a PS2 disc on a PS3. I've never tried that. But games that are downloaded anyway, they work. And it was believed that the PS4 used to be like that as well. That's why you could play PS3 games that were downloaded. But I don't know. That's kind of hearsay. Not enough blood. Need more blood. Oh, the seal has been broken. Okay. That was supposed to be the engraver, and I don't know why she sounded exactly like Yashu. I mean, I don't know how they do the voice acting in this game. It feels like there are some characters to voice, like, multiple characters, and it's odd. Yeah, that damn sound was a little unsettling, bro. Just, it's like a whooshing sound with a heartbeat, and it's not fucking explained. Because I've played this game, like, 7 times. I've cleared it only 7 times. And this is, like, my 8th time, actually. And I have never had that happen. Oh, no. You summit? Hold on. Oh. No, you are, wait. Minama. Ah! Fucking little shit. I have slow powers. Ah! Fucking too early every time. I have a trigger finger, bro, and I need to slow down. I'm too fast. I'm too fast for this shit. Uh-huh. Won't you quit being a coward and attack me already? Ready to. Okay, so what that is about is Minamo, see, all the other Shrine Maidens, they see Miku as a Mane, kind of like how they see Rei as Reika. They think that Rei is the new engraving priestess, and they think that Miku is a Mane. I don't know why the hell they would think that, considering that the other 3 Shrine Maidens were the ones who impaled Amane. They know that for a fact. They were the ones who killed her. They know she's dead. So I don't know why when they see Miku, why they think, ah, she's Amane, get her. Like, where's the logic in that? But, you know, they're ghosts. Many years have passed. They're trapped in the past. Maybe they just can't tell reality from reality because, you know, they're dead, bro. What do you want? Open the door. Spam clicking. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Ow. Bro, why am I just getting attacked by dumb shit? Oh my god, I don't have the healing mechanical bullshit for this. I'm alright. He's not supposed to be here. What is this? What is this? What is that? What do you want? Hold on just a moment. Ah. Quit. 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 Quit it. help. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, see what I mean? I get ghosts that just wander around. Maybe he was the one I was hearing. Remember how I said there must be a ghost trap somewhere? So now that I come out of that room, he was able to come out? Like, what was that? Because I could hear him through the wall. That's why I was like, what's the heartbeat and what is the whooshing? Because that does happen. Ghosts will get stuck out of bounds. And they keep trying to get you, but it's like, they can't because they're out of bounds. I also went the fucking wrong way. They're out of bounds. I need to go back to the shrine door. Got turned around. So I kept hearing him and I couldn't figure out where he was. So I guess that's who it was. Because sometimes I feel like, my phone is really sensitive. It picks up pretty much everything. But sometimes I'm just not sure if you're actually hearing what I'm hearing. So that's why sometimes I keep repeating myself, which can get annoying at times. It's just like, I just don't know if you're actually hearing what I'm hearing. Because there are times where I'll be reacting to something and like, oh god, there she is. You have no idea what I'm reacting to. See what I mean? Ghosts are just coming out of nowhere. Quit that shit. Lie in peace. We're going to lure you to your death all the time. Have nothing to do anymore. I guess it's kind of fine. Oh my god. Open this shit. Yeah, because we need to get all the pearls. The gems, rather. That's what we're doing for this hour. Purity stone, green. So the stone has been polished to a sheen. Charlie Sheen. Inside I can see a green finch colored glow. Okay, there should have been, no? Okay. So let's see, we got the one from Doll East. We just broke the seal on the north. We had got the one from south. There's always one that I'm missing. I think it's down there. It might be the one that's down here. Let me change the map. Here. South. No, because we went through south, because I went through the floor. Or no, wait, this is the other one. Yeah, this is the one where you have to fight Kyouka Aonuma through the floor again. So this here, this underground passage, leads to right here. So the sacrificial pillar room. This leads down there, and Miku has to crawl under to get to it, and it's some next level bullshit. Yeah, that ain't ideal, bro. Because we need to get all the orbs. I have 2 so far. It's just, see what I mean? The video got cut last time, and I left abruptly in the middle of playing, and I couldn't really, like, finish the chapter because I had started it and left right away, and I forgot what I was doing. So when I come back, I'm like, did I do that already? Let's see. I hate when I leave in the middle of something and I get interrupted because then I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, I think this was the one we broke the seal on. So, actually, no. I should have 3 by now. This is the 3rd one. On the candlelit altar is a beautiful jewel about the size of my palm. Purity stone blue. The stone has been polished to a sheen inside. I can see an aquamarine glow. There's an old book. Yeah, I'm getting myself confused. I think I have... That's the 3rd one. We just got the 3rd one literally just now. So that 4th one, we have to go all the way through the garden to get to it. And I'm just... can't focus. So Amane led a man into the Kuze shrine. The man woke the priestess from her dream. The Kuze code must be followed. She must be punished by impalement. She must not be let go. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. So Amane is the sister of Kaname. But their mother is Kyouka. So she's actually really a full-blooded... Oh, not full-blooded. I mean, they're not full-blooded. None of them are full-blooded Kuzes. Because the man they bring in is a different man. Let me think of where I'm trying to go. Okay, yeah. So, like, they have the same mother, but their fathers are different. But even so, she's actually a Kuze. I mean, so is Kaname. I don't know why I keep saying that she's more of a Kuze than he is. My point is that she's a female, and females are needed here, as where males aren't. So, like, she led her brother to Reika because she knew that Reika was her brother's lover. So she led him to the shrine and told him exactly how to reach her. And she broke the code by doing that, basically. I really don't like this part that I'm doing. I'm pretty sure this is the last one. Lion peace, going to draw you. Oh, there you are. Amane. If you cry the boat, you're right to guide you to the other side. Pick up the thing, will you? Be careful, you will get attacked by Kyouka down here. Watch this, watch this, watch this. See how it's kind of bright? Now watch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, I can do it. Do you see how it changed? No, here she goes. There goes ghost. So yeah, so when you see like the black lines going up and down across the screen, there's a ghost. It's Kiriko. I already know she's here. I can feel a breeze coming from the lower corridor. It's pretty narrow. Maybe I can squeeze through. Here we go. Man, fucking Miku's brave. On your right. I hear her. Come for me, my dear. My body is ready. As ready as I'll ever be. There you are. I snapped it and it didn't do shit. Get off me, freak. Oh, okay, hold on. There's something's wrong. My photo button isn't working. Oh, I know why. Yep. Hold on. Man, you don't give a shit. No, I need to change that. Change the film. It's okay. Nope. Oh. Get out of my way. I don't have time for this shit. Gotta get my hands on that jewel. Gotta get my hands on that jewel. Gotta get my hands on that little jewel. You need to get out of my way. Don't you just love crawling under fucking crawl spaces? There's supposed to be something under here. See, my right joystick controls the flashlight. I'm having a techno party down here. Yeah, the ghosts aren't gonna like this. Fucking techno party. Yeah. Rotate my flashlight in the dark. Give me sweet circles. Yeah. Rotate that shit. Yeah, I'm having too much fun with it now. Woo! Woo! I need to go to my left, but I'm going to my right because I think there was something over here last time, if I remember. No, that is the right way. Hold on, turn around. There it is. Fuck. Rotate my flashlight. Rotate my alto power. Woo. It's fun, but my hands are getting tired. Can you pick that up? I got a stone mirror, bro. I got my phoenix down. I'm not afraid of shit. Yeah, the stone mirrors are phoenix downs. They revive you if you die. You can only carry one at a time, and I'm trying to make sure that all of my characters have one. I think I got one for Kay. What is that? That's another door. I think I got one for Kay and Ray both. But I did not get one for Miku, so now Miku has one. So that's pretty cool. Get in the door. Get in the door. Okay. There we go. On the candlelit altar is the beautiful jewel about the size of my palm. Stone red. So you actually have to go back to the hanging prison room after you get all these orbs, and you have to put them down in order, because you need to use Miku to move Reika, because Reika as of right now is like asleep inside the cell, which is called the hanging prison, which is what this chapter is called, and we need to get her up to the top floor. There's 3 different levels, because I know one of them, I'm trying to remember, do I rise her or lower her? I think you rise her, because as of right now, she's already at the lowest point. You need to get her to go up. So there's another room that leads to Kyouka's room, and you need to reach her through there. We need to get her to move. And I think the highest level is the area above where the commandment tome goes, that one room with the blinking lights last time, when I was playing as Kay and I was telling people, hey, if you don't like flashing lights, don't be here. I think she moves from there up to there, and then higher up to where Kyouka's room. I think Kyouka's room is the highest point. So I think I got that wrong. So we got to get her to move. There's 3 different levels. Okay, there's a blue cover. My mother told me that I have an older brother, so this is Amane. His name is Kaname, and he lives in a house on the outside. In the Kuze house, they throw away boys, so he was sent outside. She told me many times that this was a secret. My brother has the same earring as my mother. They're beautiful earrings that she got from father. Oh, maybe it is her father then. Maybe they do have the same dad. But I thought Akito was killed after Kaname was born. How could he also be the father of Amane unless he was kept around? Because 9 months for a child, bro. And he was already like almost 4. Maybe he was killed after she conceived Amane too? Now I'm even confused. That's what my friend was telling me. They were like, how does that make sense? Because in her thing, she says from father, meaning that Akito is Amane's father too. So then, are you saying she bred with the same man twice? Because, like, what? Men are only brought during winter. Winter's like 1 to 2 to 3 months, depending on where you live. Sometimes it can last from December to January and February. But usually people think of winter as just 1 month, but sometimes it's like 2 or 3 depending on where you live. So I'm like, it takes 9 months to conceive a child. Are you telling me she gave birth to Kaname and then bred again? That's possible, but I still don't understand this timeline based on that. Now I see what my friend was talking about. Yeah, I don't get it either. Because I know you're probably watching this. I don't. Now I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't understand either now either. Mother gave it to him, so no matter where he is, he can hear her voice. I wonder if he can hear my voice too. I want to see him. Reika was made into a priestess. I helped take care of the priestess. She tells me about the outside. She says when she talks, the pain isn't as bad. I'm glad that I can be of help. The priestess has an earring just like Mother's. She says it was a present from a good friend, so that she can hear his voice no matter where she is. I think that friend is Kaname. The priestess talks about him a lot. The priestess seems kind of lonely. So see, this is where Amane realizes that Kaname gave that earring to Reika, because he was told, hey, if you hold this earring, you'll be able to hear my voice. But I think Kaname misunderstood the meaning, because there was 2 earrings. Kyouka held on to one of them, and she gave the other one to Kaname. Like, oh, if you hold it, you can hear my voice. But Kaname thought, like, oh, if you have this earring, you can hear the voice of the person you love. See, he misunderstood it. So he went and gave the other earring to Reika and told her, oh, if you have this earring, you'll hear my voice. But based on that logic, that is not true. She would be hearing his mother's voice, because his mother is the one that has the other earring. See how that doesn't make any sense? So he misunderstood what she meant, because the mother said, oh, if you have this, you'll always be able to hear me. But he didn't realize that that's because both the earrings are a set. There's 2 of them, and they're connected to each other. So yeah, you can hear the voice, but only if the person has the other one. And Kaname's mother has the other one. So when he gave it to Reika, Reika would not hear Kaname. She would hear his mother, Kyouka. Oh my god. The jewel that I found in the room with the impaled doll should fit perfectly in one of the indentations on the altar. Let us go. It is my duty to raise her. Open the door, so now we're on the bottom stairwell. It's open now. When we came down here with Ray last time, it was locked. So this is the other bookshelf that we need to get Kay to move for me. Should be on my left. Right here. It's inside that room, but we're seeing the back of the dresser. Don't you do the shit to me. I'm gonna miss. I'm such a loser. You don't have to fight every ghost, by the way. You literally can just ignore them. And that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I guess I can't this time. Depending on the type of ghost, you can, though. Hisame, hit me. My body's ready. Are you gonna hit me or not? Oh, yeah. Fuck. Eesh. Hold on. Shit. That was close. Okay, so it looks like it's Shigeru and Hisame. Wrong button. I was looking down. Hold on. Shouldn't use it too much. She's behind me. Hold on. Told you. I can't turn around. Like, the movement in the older Fatal Frames bothers me because it's so fucking slow. Which is why I had, like, 4 and 5. Just hold on. Because the movement's faster in 5. And in 4. My back's against the wall and I can't move. Hold on. Barely. I mean, I like these games, it's just the movement is a little slow. When you're trying to dodge ghosts, it's not the best. Bye. You can never run away. Yeah, I'm doing it though. What are you gonna do about it? Look at me, I'm fucking running. I'm running so hard, bro. What are you gonna do about it? Think I give a shit? Oh my god. Man, I need to be careful. I have no more healing items. I'm gonna see if the one that should be over here is here, but it probably isn't. Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, you gotta be careful when you're playing on the harder difficulties. When they do the stab move like that, you take, like, stupid amount of damage. They can almost one-shot you. Because, I mean, they're literally malleting a stake into your body. I mean, of course you're gonna take dumb damage. And then I'm out of, like, all my film. It's alright. Like I said, I'm not playing this to be a pro. Anybody who wants to do that can have that. I don't care about that. That's, you know, that's not why I'm playing this. Because you get people that get mad at stuff like that. Like, oh, you're not playing well enough. It's like, bro, I'm not playing to be a pro. Whoever said that. I mean, that happened years ago. Somebody was saying that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am good at these games. But if I'm focused, and sometimes my ADHD causes me not to be able to focus, and I get distracted by shit, and then I'm usually trying to make jokes about something while I'm playing, and then it just distracts me even more, and then it screws up everything that I'm trying to do. So, I mean, it is what it is. What do you want? Aren't you supposed to, was it when I go around? Because this opens later. I'm supposed to be able to get a photo of something. Kaname appears right here, too. I'm trying to make sure that I don't miss him. Yeah, there's supposed to be an image that I'm supposed to be able to get right there. And I don't know why it isn't there for me. Maybe it's because I had got it last time, or I think it's when I go to walk. Hold on. Maybe I'm sequence breaking. Sacrifice Amane and the Forbidden Child. Yeah, Sacrifice Amane and the Forbidden Child. They should both be banished. And that's Yashu telling Hisame. And she's like, yeah, whatever. So down for that. Yeah, I think I have to fight Yashu in here. Shit. I should be able to do it though. Oh god. It should be okay. I keep saying that. It should be, because you do get trapped in here with her. Because they don't want Reika to move. And she's up there in the cage. You can see her. Kaname snuck in with the people who came to ease their pains. He said he wants to see the priestess just once. It is against the code. But as she is going to have to perform the rite of commandment soon, she won't be able to leave again. I want to help them meet just once. Kaname went into the shrine, to the priestess's place. Men cannot go into the shrine. I'm sure the mistress will be upset. Well, what the hell do you think, Amane? She's like, you did not just do that. Blue Dairy. Yeah, see, she's up there, but I can't properly show her. Because the angle keeps changing when I'm walking around the room. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, you can see her. She's in the cell. Her feet is to the left of the screen, and her head is to the right. Because I know my phone makes things a little bright, and it's kind of hard to see what you're looking at. But yeah, her feet is to the left, and her head is to the right. The jewel that I found in the room with the impaled doll should fit perfectly in one of the indentations on the altar. In front of a small shrine-like altar, there is a mound of pedestal with 4 indentations. Beneath the pedestal, ancient script is engraved. Obtain the 4 purity stones by the handmaiden's song. Subdue the waking of the priestess in the chamber of needles. Choose them, manipulate them, throw them all over the floor. So yeah, so we have purity stone green, purity stone blue, purity stone red, purity stone L blue. We need to put them in order. Let me see if I remember. I think, because I used to call this one the earth one. It looks kind of earthy. Because I think the red and green ones go last. I think it's Al blue. Dream. Perform the rite of stakes, her limbs pinned tight. Perform the rite of stakes, her limbs pinned tight. Sleep, priestess, lie in peace. Sleep, priestess, lie in peace. If the priestess wakes from her dream, perform the rite of stakes, her limbs pinned tight. Thus the doors open wide and suffering unleashed on all. The handmaiden's song resounds through the area. The girl will now move. There she goes. The mechanism begins to move, and the suspended cell is raised upwards. I should be able to enter the room from the upper level. Bro, I'm not alone in here. There, she's up there now. I'm pretty sure Yashu comes for my ass. Alright. Here we go. Deleted kindness. Yes. Yeah! Thank you for spawning inside of me. That's lovely. You violated the commandments. On my left, on my left, on my left, on my left. Sacrifices. Hey, could you not? I know you're really cool in meta, but like, Yashu's so fucking cool. I wanna get in your face. I just wanna know you a little bit. I was gonna say a different line, but I stopped myself. Yeah, that's good. Bro, what the fuck? Hold on. You violated the commandments. No, I didn't. Okay. Ah, fuck. I keep using my power at the wrong time. Sacrifice. Damn. Yashu, get out here. Get out here. Get out here. Get out here right now. What the fuck? Yeah! Duel! Oh yeah, that's hype. She didn't like my Get Out Here song. Sometimes I'm a little too ballsy. More sacrifices. I can't, I'm out of power. I don't have a damn lens. It's my fault. I didn't have any more film is what happened. I thought I did and I didn't. Damn it. Whatever. 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 I can't. She. Bro, I failed that so hard. I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. I ran out of film and didn't notice, and then I wasted all my damn power. I need to stop. I just need to have patience. Miku's dream again? I just need to calm down. It's just today's actually my brother's birthday, and we're gonna be doing a dinner in like an hour. And I'm like, I need to hurry up and record as much as I can, and that's I need to just calm down. I need to stop rushing. Every time I rush, I make myself look like an idiot. So the girls dressed as shrine maidens who tried to impale me in the daydream I had inside the deserted house. Are they constantly impaling dolls in those small red rooms dotted around the manor? What about Amane, the name that kept repeating? Could that be the girl who was begging for help? It is, actually. I'm sorry, I know I can't play too well. I know people don't care. It's just like, for me, since this is like my final playthrough, I want it to mean something. And the fact that it's just like sucking so hard because I'm like trying to rush, I need to stop. I need to stop that. I do that in everything because I know where everything is and I'm like trying to rush to do it. And when I want to put on a time limit, it stresses me out. And I've been getting interrupted a lot lately. I've been telling another friend about that too. It's like, I want to work on videos and stuff, but it's like hard when you live with 3 other people that love to just bother you for stuff. It's kind of hard to work on things when I'm also a caretaker for my mother. See, there's Yashu's fucking face. Why did it auto-lock that way? Like I said, I don't mind. It's just, it's my other roommates. It's not my mother. It's the other roommates that annoyed me. A picture has come out of the pair of... A picture has come out of the pair of Buddha statues that were in the room with many stacks hanging. Can I figure out anything from these statues? You mean, you can give them a Miku? Because Miku gets sucked into her dream after this. And you lose her. You have to be careful. This looks like the tattooed skin on the altar. On it, I can make out a kind of snake-like pattern. Maybe I can figure something out from its design. That's actually leads into another story, I believe. I have all the books in this game. I could just find it and read it to you now. But I think I kind of want to wait. I don't want to start spoiling stuff. An image has emerged of the woman who was on all fours beneath the floor. I can't see her face. Was she someone who had gone missing too? Yeah, that's Kyouka Aonuma. So what actually happened to her, her mother hid her under the floorboards for something, and she was left there, and they never came back for her, and she died there, or something like that. An even older house lies inside the dream manor. Down in the darkness beneath the floor, I was attacked by a woman on all fours. Has she gone missing too, like Yoshino Takigawa? She spoke in a hoarse voice. Let me out, she seemed to say. Yeah, because like I said, I have all the notes, like the files. That's what these are. That's what all of these are. Like I can literally just, like holy shit. Go through all these pictures. So there's Mio from Fatal Frame 2. Then we have Kay from Fatal Frame 3, which is what this is. Protagonist from Fatal Frame 1. Picture of you. Fucking camera. Yeah. Like I said, I can just show you everything, but I kind of want to wait. There is an article you get that talks about what happened to her. But unfortunately, I don't know where it is. I can't remember what it's called, and I'm not going to sit there and dig through all those. We'll get there when we get there. Like I said, I need to stop trying to rush through things and just try to have patience. It's just when you're on a time limit, it's kind of hard to do anything. I mean, anybody knows how that is. I'm one of those people who don't work well when I feel like I'm rushed. I can't do anything. Her breasts, what the fuck was that? Did you see that? She walked in and they went from like the left all the way back to the right on Rei. It was Rei. If you look at her dress straps, it moved awkwardly. What was that? Never seen that before. Miku. Oh, no, it's nothing. I just had another bad dream. That was weird. I don't understand. I mean, this is made by Koei. People need to stop thinking Koei is an innocent game company because they make other questionable things. They make the Dead or Alive series. They also make Venus Vacation, a game that is dedicated to the most sluttiest outfits I've ever seen in my fucking life. Quietness.
Good morning, Rei.
God, she sounds so lifeless. Good morning, Rei. I'm dying inside. What? Here. My point is, this is made by a company that has made questionable things. As a fan of all of their series, not just Dynasty and Samurai Warriors, I'm also fans of Tokiden, Dead or Alive, Fatal Frame, Mystic Heroes. Like, I play any game Koei has ever made. I have played it. Ninja Gaiden. So, like, I know what they make. They even released an article a long time ago when they were doing the outfits for Venus Vacation. And they even said that they know what their fans like. Like, Koei is a game that, by all means, I love all of their games, but, like, they're more like an adult company in my personal opinion, because if you look at the Dead or Alive stuff and the outfits that they make for those characters, they know what they're doing. And I'm going to just leave it at that. They know what they're doing. They throw adult shit at you all the time themselves. Like, have you seen all of Nia Tengu's attacks? Especially her drop one where she splits the opponent's legs open and lands on them like that. Like, Koei knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing. I don't mind. I'm a 31-year-old woman and I handle adult stuff very well. I don't freak out at it. I don't freak out like other people. I'm actually used to it. There's a way to be adult about stuff is all I can say. And stuff like that does not bother me. So, Rei, I was interested myself, so I did some research on that lullaby. You were interested in it too, right? I guess so. So, in the mountains of the Mutsu region, there is an old lullaby that was only passed on to certain villages. The Sleeping Priestess, first one. So, this is where the song changes. Like, I think they wrote it differently on purpose. There's, like, a whole verse that's completely missing. You can already see how it's different. I think what they did is they took this song and, like, rewrote it to their own way. Because instead of Sleep Priestess, it's Sleep Child. See, it's already different. So, sleep child, go to sleep. Sleep child, go to sleep. If you cry, the boat you'll ride, the boat to the other side. Once you get there, the bib you shall wear, and you will be punished should you fail to lie still. See, that whole second half is different. Within the same mountain chain, the song The Sleeping Priestess was only transmitted to a certain number of villages. The dissemination is thought to be dependent on elements such as the village's roads and location. As the usage of the word priestess implies, the song is thought to have its origins in indigenous folk rites given its method of transmission. As for the lyrics themselves, the opening line, "Sleep child, go to sleep," calls the child into sleep. The next part, "If you cry, the boat you'll ride, the boat to the other side," uses words like boat and the other side, which is suggestive of banishment. It can be taken as a stanza of a threatening song, which is to frighten the child into sleep. The bib you shall wear can be understood to depict you will be dressed up to go. After, should you fail to lie still, the inclusion of the frightening words "you will be punished" impresses admonition upon the child. Perhaps as the once ceremonial song changed into a lullaby, it metamorphosed into the threatening song so common in the Mutsu area. The Sleeping Priestess, verse 2. So sleep child, go to sleep, sleep child, go to sleep. If you wake from your slumber at night, great wooden stakes shall pin you down tight, lest the doors open wide and the others that sleep wake too. The second verse develops in a very similar way and makes use of the same elements. If you should wake threatens that if the priestess should wake during a ceremony, in the lullaby this means sleep, the woken priestess or child will have her limbs pinned by stakes. These great wooden stakes may be a remnant of a religious phrase. At the last part, "lest the doors open wide and the others that sleep wake too," there is a shift from a familiar story centering on the priestess child to an uneasy end, both vague and large in scale. It is thought that this expresses religious fear, such as the dread of the underworld. Thanks, I'll borrow this.
You can ask me
anything you want.
Okay?
I have a bunch of stuff to give her.
It seems like you're having a lot of nightmares lately.
Are you alright? But I don't know if she'll let me.
Is there something?
Miku, I was wondering if you could research this photo for me. I was wondering if you could research this. Is this a shrine carpenter? I think I saw a similar photo in a collection of photos of shrines recently. I'll go look for it. Thanks. Miku, I was wondering if you could look at this. These are tattoos, right? Alright, well, I'll see what I can find out. Thanks. Miku, this photo. Thanks for all your trouble.
Understood. I'll let you know if I find it.
Man, I just gave her a whole workload. Take all my photos. Yeah, I gave her 4 of them.
It's raining again.
It's raining again. Yeah, so you give her all the photos, and then I don't think you could talk to her. I think you kind of have to just, like, go up. I don't think you go down and do anything else. So I was a little bit behind, because I kept trying to give her photos before, but you could only give her so many at a time. And that was what was kind of getting a little frustrating, is, like, I couldn't just give her all of them. You can only ever really give her, like, 2 or 3 at a time before it gets too much. And you have to wait in between, because a little bit after this chapter, if I remember correctly, she falls deeper into her sleep, and you wind up losing her. That's where Kay comes in. And it makes sense, because if you lose a player character, you have to bring in another one. So, after you lose her, they bring Kay in. I think I had already... No, let's see. According to a book Miku found for me, the lullaby sounds like a song called The Sleeping Shrine Maiden from northeastern Japan. The empty house I visited on that job assignment was in the same part of the country off the map deep in the hills. The book suggests the song might be a full corruption of an old religious ritual. A ceremony to do with sleep. Could it be connected to my dreams somehow? Yeah, I need to go get the 6th letter. I think it was down on the desk and I didn't pick it up. Shit. Because you need to get all letters before Kay shows up. Because he's going to call once he comes off the mountain. And when he calls, that's when she tells him to come here. I totally forgot about the damn letter. There it is. I think it's because you need to wait for Miku to leave. Is she still there? No, if the cat's meowing, then she's in her room. Looks like it's from Kay. Miku must have brought it in for me. That damn cat needs to stop that. Dear you, the cassette tapes I had restored are finished now, so I'm sending them. I need to mute that, because it's going to get annoying. Mainly because my cat is behind me, and when they hear other cat sounds, they freak out, and I don't want to read over meowing. So my tape player broke, so I can't listen to them, but apparently they were in pretty bad shape, so even though they've been restored, they may be hard to hear. In the dream I had the other day, I saw Mio deep in the manor. It looked like she was after her missing sister, Mayu. I guess it has weighed on me. When I wake, the pain and the tattoo spread, just like the story says. If I don't hurry, I may also go missing like the urban legend says. This may be it for my investigation. Once I get off the mountain, give you a call. Yeah, so he's horribly affected by it and has been affected by it for a while. So he's going to give you 2 tapes, same dream 2, same dream 3, and we got to go up and listen to them. That damn cat needs to quit. Oh my god, please. Okay. So let's listen to them. So same dream 1 and 2. I can't remember. I think we listened to these other 3 last time. Because I remember specifically because I was messing around with my brisk tea. So every time I see these tapes, my mind flashes back to that. I'm one of those people that attach memories to things. To give you an example of what I mean, if I go to like Walmart and I smell lemons, every time I smell lemons, I'll think of Walmart. So I'm one of those people that attach what happens to me to events. Like I attach feelings and smells to things. So I've always been like that. It gets really bad because it kind of ruins things for me. Like if I have a bad experience and I smell like, I don't know, McDonald's, every time I smell the McDonald's, I'll think of something bad that happened. Like that's just the type of person I am. So now when I see this screen with the tapes, I think of my brisk tea because I was drinking my iced brisk tea the last time we listened to these tapes. So that's kind of funny. Also about what I was saying, it's just that I don't like to talk about that, but I'm serious. Koei really did put out a thing where they said they knew what people liked because there's people making all those damn I'm gonna not say the word, I'm gonna just say clothesless mods of their characters where the characters were clothesless and doing explicit things. Like Koei has seen that, and they did put out a letter several years ago telling people, hey, we know what you guys like, but like don't do that.
Yes, I don't want to sleep ever again. There were a lot of people in the courtyard.
I like how he goes from that to that.
People, they were tying this person up with ropes, and then they wrapped them in white cloth. They were burying them, but it looked like the one being tied up seemed to be doing it voluntarily.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, they put a big rock on them, a big log, like a skewer. There's a song. It's coming from inside the manor. Children are singing and laughing. At first, I saw my wife. I just wanted to see her one more time. I went inside. Oh, I'm so tired now. So tired. The snow.
Yeah, that guy's losing it. He also is like that one guy, because there's this band called The Offspring that I like, and there's one track, I have like the original tape too for The Offspring, and there's like this one song that starts off with a guy talking like that, and every time I hear it, that's what I think of. I'm like it sounds like he's like, it's like a guy putting on a voice, like pretending like he's drunk or something, and he's kind of talking like this, and all slow, and starts talking about rainbows, and suddenly starts talking about bunnies. Like, I've heard that before. I mean, it's not the same guy, but it's like that type of voice acting. It's like, oh my god. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, like, you could tell it's a guy trying to talk like that on purpose.
I can hear it. I can't make out what they're saying, but I can hear something. It's the same dream.
No, it's not. It's not the same.
It's not the same. It's different somehow. going further in. They're calling me. I can hear their voices. No, I can't tell what they're saying. They're just calling me. It's snowing. There's a big, quiet manor. Seems like there's a
The
funeral.
damn whispering in the background.
Everyone's face is hidden. Wait. I'm going in deeper. Deeper. It's almost suffocating. I can't breathe. I didn't do anything. She did it. No. It can't be. Help, it's not me. It's not mine.
He's dying. Okay. So those are testimonies of people that were in the dream, and there was somebody outside talking to them while they were asleep, I'm assuming. I think that's what it was supposed to be. Like, they're talking to him while he's sleeping and recording him, and he was basically, because we've already been to the Dream Manor, we know what that is. So he was being killed in it, like, in the dream. And then they were just seeing his real body being attacked, and they were like, what the fuck?
For some reason, I can't sleep either.
Da, da, da.
It's raining again.
Yeah, I know.
It's raining again.
You don't have anything for me, do you? So let's go to our dead husband's room and go through his shit. He has something in there for me. Yeah, like I said, I don't like to talk about that stuff because people get upset. It's just, Koei knows what they're doing. As somebody who's been consuming a lot of their products for years, they're not afraid of that crap. They don't shy away from it. Anybody who's seen, especially Venus Vacation, go look for yourself. Go to Google or whatever and look up Dead or Alive Venus Vacation and look at the outfits, and then you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, in the bookcase, there is a book with a Buddhist image that resembles a Buddhist image in the photograph. Like, I'm serious. Koei knows what they're doing. They've known what they've been doing for years. I don't mind. I like their games. I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying. I'm trying to point out a point that they are an adult company. They know what they're doing. They know what their fans like. And they do cater to fan service, especially with the DOA games exclusively. And even some of the outfits for the characters in Samurai and Dynasty, you kind of have to double take it. You're like, what the fuck? Like the one that they gave to Kunoichi in 4-2, Samurai Warriors 4-2, where she's wearing like a blue kimono and it's like halfway off of her. And she has like a pink like bikini thing on underneath. Like, it's a cute outfit. I do have it, but it's like, that's not something you would think she would wear is my point. Like, Kuno would never wear a fucking pink bikini with a half-worn blue kimono over it, but yet it's an outfit. Shit you not. It's whatever, man. It's whatever. So, the statue is from a I can't read. Derelict temple in the Akita Mountains. It is standing upright, but seems to be holding something like reins in its hands, making it a very unusual Buddhist statue. The temple appears to have been neglected for many years, and both the ceiling and floor fell in. The books were completely decomposed. Upon investigation, a small amount of blood was found on the statue, and there were also traces of the same blood on the floor of the temple. It appears some kind of folk ritual or sacrifice may have taken place here. No oral tradition or documents related to the temple are left in the surrounding mountain villages, so the details remain a mystery. Ritual's been added. My point is, they just make really questionable outfits for a lot of their characters throughout all of their games. But I don't mind. I kind of wish they would make more outfits for the characters. I feel like that's why Warriors Reggie 4 flopped so hard, because they didn't allow the previous outfits to be carried over. That's like the one thing that I will nitpick constantly if I have the chance to, because that game would have sold more if they... So, what I'm trying to say is, for that game specifically, if they would have had all previous outfits from the previous, like, Warriors Ridge or Dynasty games, have them be crossed over in, like, one mega pack, it would have sold. But at the same time, because there's not a whole lot of modes for that game, it still would have flopped with or without them anyway. Because there's not enough modes to use in that game. But one thing I don't like is the fact that they only gave certain characters their Dynasty Warriors 9 outfits and not everybody. Like Yue Ying, Dakiao, and Diao Chan got their 9 outfits. But like no one else did. I think Zenji might have, but like my point is, why would you only give characters their outfits from 9, like only certain characters and not everybody? Is my point. Like it's just not fair. But anyway, I found a Buddha image similar to the one on the bloodstained altar in an old book of the folklore. The book suggested the image was a kind of memorial used for offering life sacrifices. Is the image in the book the same as the one in that house? Was that what was happening in there, rather? Because like that's the same thing with the damn kimono outfits for Samurai Warriors 4 Empires. I had to rebuy all like 5 or 6 packs again for Warriors Virtue 4 Ultimate, and it annoyed me. The fact that I had to rebuy them. Like, they should have been able to transfer over for free because I have proof that I own the game. You would have thought it would have, like, gave me an add-on bonus. They do have add-on bonuses. Don't get me wrong. They do. But, like, it would have been nice to have gotten those outfits for free, you know? Like, oh, we found data for 4 Empires. Let's cross this as a bonus. But they didn't.
Are you alright?
Because some of the outfits from 9 I did get as a bonus.
The past.
Back when I was a child. She doesn't say anything. She just says the same stuff. Yeah, my point is, when Warriors Virtue 4 Ultimate came out, it found data for Warriors Virtue 3 Ultimate and Dynasty Warriors 9. And that's how I was able to get those outfits. But my point is, it should have been for everybody. And it wasn't. But that's a whole different topic for a whole nother day. I kind of want to stay focused on this game. And lately I've been getting horribly off topic. But just when I start talking about that, I kind of want to try to elaborate on it, because I won't do it again, is my point. So, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm trying to think. We've already talked to her. We've already gotten everything. I think we can go now. So, I think we're going to the vacant dream, which is hour 8. Because we got her to move. Now we're going back to K. This is Fatal Frame 2. We're K Amakura now.
Mio.
Why is her dress going through her leg? What the fuck? He's supposed to say something to her. So on the barred door to the cell, there are 2 style key locks. There are symbols of light and shadow carved respectively on each of the locks. The keys must be somewhere in the manor. There we go.
It's okay. I'll be back soon.
Oh god. Fuck. So, like I was saying, this is the Osaka house from Fatal Frame 2, this is where this game takes part. That's why it's All Gods Village. So here's the other rope shrine. So I believe, I need to remember where the keys are, because you go into the Great Hall Room and you're going to get chased by, what was his name again? Fuck. What was his name? He's Munakata? No. Seijiro Makabe? I think it was Seijiro Makabe. And he turns in the Kusabi. What you do is you go in here and you kind of walk in a circle and wait until a butterfly opens the door over here for you. I mean, maybe I should just do it so you can see what I'm talking about. Here we go. I think it's when I go to come back. Kimura?
Stay back. Stay back.
I'm trying to remember the names for Fatal Frame 2. It's Makimura, but what was his first name? Shit. I'm gonna walk backwards.
Let's stay together.
Alright. Whatever. Whatever you say, child. Those are the twins from the second game. So this is the room where we get chased when we come back. So we're gonna fall like it is with the second game, how the butterflies played a key role. You're doing the same exact thing here. So you just follow wherever you see the butterflies. It's pretty straightforward if you played the previous game. So that's how Fatal Frame 2 was. Wherever you saw a butterfly, that's where you went. Trying to remember. I need to go into the cell room. This room here. Yeah, alright. So let's go follow Amane. Because Amane's not hostile towards us. She's the only Shrine Maiden that doesn't try to kill you dead. So. Oh, my neck itches. Oh. So you need to get a pinwheel. If you remember last time in the other video, part 2, when we came here, I said that we needed a pinwheel. This is where you get it. She drops it, I think. She's supposed to have dropped it. Well, go down. Go down. Yeah, I was having issues with my ghost circles too in my last video. It was driving me insane. Like, I couldn't get it to lock on quite right. And I think there is something wrong. I think my game did get slightly bugged last time. I mean, it is what it is. It's okay. So where we are, this leads out to the shrine. But I don't think Kay is allowed to go out there because something about him releasing the miasma. Because the stairs are burnt out and you can't go out that way. Because, I mean, I could try it. Yeah, see, no. So there's something that appears in here when you go to leave. You don't have to fight it. You can literally just ignore it. Oh, yeah. Here you go. She's after me, bro. She's chasing me up the stairs like a stalker. I hate this part because you get attacked by Reika in here and it's not funny. So I kind of want to be careful. Like, she comes after you hard. It's not even fucking funny how hard she comes. Like, don't take that out of context. My point is, what am I stuck on? It's, come on, up there. My point is, it's not funny. You kind of have to, like, run away from her, and it's not really easy. Because, like, I'm trying to think what I need to do in here. Because I think she chases you up these stairs on my right, and when you go through the door, she disappears. But I remember there being something else. So at the edge of the hearth is a piece of paper that looks like it might have been torn out of the notebook. It looks like there is something written on it. Yeah, there's his name, Mutsumi. I call him Makimura because that's his last name. So, Mutsumi, it's Miyako. I came to find you. Let's go back together. If we're two, maybe we can leave. If you read this, shout for me. Because I'm close, stay strong. Yeah, Makimura was his last name. Man, so if I screw this up, it's okay. So you go in here, and you're going to come back to this box, and there's going to be a shot of Reika walking past the bars, because Reika comes in from the door right here. She comes in from right here, and you could see her through the bars, but she goes by the bars so quickly that I might not be able to get the photo of her. If I don't get it, it's totally okay. But she will come for me as soon as I walk out the room. That's why there's a save point right here. I don't want to keep reloading saves, though, because this is a type of game that I can't just keep reloading, but it is good to save often. Because she's a one-shot ghost, and that's why the save point is there. Because if you screw it up, you'll die horribly. So you're going to get the ginger key in here, and it leads upstairs. How much time has passed since I came into the village? Dawn never breaks. I'm sick of the dark. I'm going crazy. I want to leave. I want to see Mutsumi. That's never gonna happen. Miyako Sudo, could this be the woman's name? Yes. Oh, here we go. There's a door. Ginger key. It was too fast. He didn't turn. When you walked back here, you heard the door open. That was her coming in. Ah, I missed it. It's alright. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I was too fast, so I pulled it out and he just stayed. I was expecting it to auto-track turn for me, and it didn't. I don't really care. Like I said, I'm not doing this playthrough to get all ghost circles, but she is on the other side of the door, and she is going to come for my ass. Rika, please! If you touch me, it's death! Don't. Sometimes I'm a little ballsy. Gotta get out of the door. Go. Okay, please. Ugh. Oh, God. Bro, why does he do this to me? He's like, isn't it funny? Sometimes, I guess. Yeah, it's just a one-shot kill, bro, and I ain't about that. I ain't about that life. I don't feel like restarting over. I think it's later I come back and there's a picture of one of the twin boys, because this is all the area from the second game. So if you play the second game, which I have, I know all of the lore here and all the characters here. So there's the sunlight and the shadow key. Also, I think I'm gonna miss her. She's supposed to be right here. Yeah, I think it's right here. No, I think it's when he picks it up. Yeah, my auto track is not working. It's Amane. So Amane kind of sees Kay as her brother, so she's not going to harm you. You used to be like a mummy that sat here last time. It's hard to wiggle him around the wall just right. You can see me struggling with it. Okay. So here's the pinwheel puzzle. There's 2 of these. So we need to go get that. And I believe it's in the room where Mio's being held. Be careful though, because Reika is still there. Yeah. Here. Yeah, see, she's still downstairs. Oh, I don't have time for that. I'm really ballsy. I want to see if I see her. It hurts. Bro, she's really close. Oh, she's right there! Go get... Here we go. Death Ghost number 2. Get me. Oh no, it's when I go to leave. You cannot fight either one of them, which makes it so nerve-wracking. It's totally fine. So we're going to get a chase by the Kusabi, whose name I believe was Seijiro Makabe. What I normally do is there's a door here, over here. So run around the room in a circle. Just run around a few times, and then eventually a butterfly will appear and open the door for you. That's literally all you do. Aha! He's the Lubu of this universe. Don't let him touch you, by the way, so just get off me! Stop it! I guess he's not a one-shot anymore. Even so, don't let him do that too much. I'm stuck on the thing. Go around in a circle a little bit. You want to see what he looks like? Yeah! Skull face! Ah! Please, put him down! Put me down! That's good. Just run around in a circle. It's hard to see, he's blocking my screen. Let me touch the door first, hold on. I think he needs to make sure that it's locked. Hold on. There it is. I don't know if you saw that, but a butterfly appeared briefly. That broke too. That wasn't the way that was supposed to happen. You're supposed to run around, the butterfly's supposed to appear by itself and then opens the door for you, but I just touched the door and the butterfly appeared instantly. See, now I know my game's acting up. It's okay though. There are no signs of lock having been opened either. Perhaps she's behind the bookshelves inside the cell. He's like, Mio's not there. I can't see her. Shadow key. Sunlight key. I just wanted to see if it actually killed him. It didn't. It just does damage. What looks like an old lithograph stone is lying on top of an old writing desk. There it is. There's two of these, so we need to open the one from our side, and then there's another one from the other side that we need to open later. There's two of them. There's the one upstairs and the one downstairs, exactly where we're at. There's two pinwheel puzzles. And I think this one goes to the one that leads to the basement. Or no, the one that's upstairs where we saw Amane. We need to get to where Amane was. Yeah, we acquired the zero lens. Okay. Small desk. Did it belong to someone who was once locked up in here? Sometimes I get the feeling that it's looking at me. Chito saved, dude. How do you not know who that is? I mean, Kay obviously wouldn't. That's the little girl from Fatal Frame 2, who was the sister of one of the twin brothers, Itsuki. She was his sister. I also took stupid amounts of damage, so... I gotta rub him around the books. Hold on. Just gotta keep rubbing him over. See, she's not in here. Let's give her some sacrifice. The forbidden ritual passed on in this region is called the Crimson Sacrifice Ritual, and apparently a ceremony where the gates of hell are sealed by sacrificing twin Shrine Maidens. There are two parts to the ritual, a periodic visible ritual, and in the event of its failure, a hidden ritual. Should all the rituals fail, the gates of hell will open, the dead will pour out, and the skies will go dark. This disaster is called the Repentance. Yes. Hold on. Flicking through them, I keep noticing the word twins. Maybe it has something to do with the house. There was supposed to be another one he's supposed to pick up. Kind of have to just like keep rubbing him around it. Maybe that was the only one. I remember being able to pick up two in here, but maybe it was just that one. Great. Let's see, Mio's not there. Let's see. What does his camera look like? So they should all be the same. Oh, Jesus Christ, Kay. I don't have anything for you. Alright, well, I'm a little bit shy from getting one of these. It's okay. See, every character has their own camera obscura. Oh. Follow the butterfly. Yeah, see, there's two different pinwheels, so let me show you. So, there's a pinwheel puzzle here, and then there's a pinwheel puzzle, here. In the room where we were, when we came from upstairs. Here. So, there's a pinwheel puzzle to this door right here. So, the bookstore room, there's a pinwheel puzzle right here to get to this door right here. So, there's two different pinwheel puzzles. And that's why I was like, what the f... trying to remember which one you break first. Like, not only that, like I said, it's almost 5 o'clock and that dinner almost feels like it's done. And if I have to pause to eat, oh, it kind of stresses me out, but there's really nothing I can do. So let me see. I think there was another tome I was supposed to pick up in there. I could be wrong. Because I made myself notes. If you're wondering why sometimes I stop, I actually have my own guides that I have to reference. I don't have to reference them, but it helps anyway. So, okay. So I think it's this one first. Yeah. So let's go follow Mio down the hell gate.
We're always going to be together. Promise.
Did they not give me points for that?
I won't leave you. I'll go too. Together.
And she sounds like she's lost it.
We're always going to be together.
Her words should show up on the bottom of the screen when I'm close enough.
I won't leave you. I'll go too. Together.
Oh no.
Maya, we'll always be together.
Man, this part's gonna suck. Altars. There's a coil of ropes above the altar in the center of which is a bundle of rope about the size of a person. Think you have to fight the master guy.
Mio?
The door is firmly shut. Mio. There has to be some other way. Uh-huh. Shit. Move. So he sends out these faces at you, and you can... it's lag. There, it's gonna hit him. Again. My power fade. Ow! I hate when I waste the power of my lenses. It's the one thing I hate more than anything in the world. Hold on. It's also just too close to me at all times. Yeah, that's hype. This is a tiny, tiny area, by the way. Trying to wait for him to lunge at me. That ain't gonna work, bro. It's hard to fight him in here. It's a tiny space. Every time you're running to try to turn around, he's already moving. That's a good fucking photo. Aiming too high. Hold on. I don't think it's gonna do it, but it's okay. Too high. Jesus Christ. I always aim too high because it's a tiny area and you can't really fight him too well in here. It's like really impossible. Yeah, if I remember correctly, you can't get to where she is because you need a twin butterfly key. The door has been completely boarded over several times. I don't think I can go any further this way. Yeah. So when you go to leave, he's gonna chase you again. Just ignore him. Yeah, it appears right behind you. So he's gonna follow you the whole way out, and it's fine. You do not have to fight him. It's pointless. But like Reika, they can come through walls because they're boss ghosts. It's better just to avoid that. This is too small of a place to even try to fight him, and then you just be wasting film and time. There's no need. He's still there, by the way. Still coming for me. Oops, Mia. I double clicked, I'm sorry. Oh god. Candle film. Yeah, I'm sorry, I double clicked. Yeah, there's him calling. Okay, hold on a moment. Because I know somebody's probably going to be wondering what it is that he said. So hold on. Hold on. I think the phone continues. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to backtrack in my recording. What does he say? Yeah, it's like you can get out through here now or something like that. It's okay. It's not that important. So this is him calling us right now, so we need to get down here.
Is this the home of Mr. Asou?
Yes, it is.
Hi, my name is Kei Amakura. Is you in at the moment?
You're...
Yeah, this is the first time she's speaking to him. Oh, I see. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was doing an investigation and I lost contact with him. About that investigation, I'd like you to continue investigating the Manor of Sleep. Why? I can't say. Please.
Would it be alright if I paid my respects sometime soon?
Yes.
I'd like to say goodbye to him.
The way she says it. Manor of Sleep. These tattoos. Could they be a curse from the tattooed woman in the manor? When the tattoos spread, when the woman catches me, will I disappear like Yoshino Takegawa did? And what of Mr. Amakura and Miku? See, now she's starting to really question everything. Oh, this part's funny. I mean, it's not funny. I don't know why I said that. If you're wondering why I'm laughing so hard, it's because it's the engraver. The engraver is the female ghosts that tend to the priestess, and they see her as the priestess. So it's like, you're not safe in the shower, my dear. That's why I'm laughing, because every time I see that scene, that's what I think to myself in my mind. Just to give you context of why I'm laughing, that's why. I hear it as, you can't shower alone. So, and I hear it with that voice. That's why it's funny. That's why it's funny. Oh, I'm probably the only one who finds that funny. The fallen man from inside the closet of the main hall. He had gone missing too, I wonder. Maybe now I have this photo, I can find something about him. Why would you want to? He died fucking horribly. Two girls have appeared dressed in white. The sashes around their waist are joined by a red rope. Maybe I can learn something from this photo. Also, there was a picture I was supposed to take of Mio in the cell, and I didn't because I already have it. It's supposed to be like Mayu standing behind her. At the very beginning, I didn't do it because I'm still trying to rush, and it's causing me to miss things, but it's okay. So I missed that photo, but I already have it. So that's the one I missed. So when you first start this chapter, you need to take a photo of Mio in the cell, and I didn't. It's alright. Like I said, I'm not going to beat myself up over this stuff, but it kind of just sucks that I've been missing a lot of stuff. I'm also distracted by my roommates being so loud in the other room. It's kind of hard to focus. So Yu's friend who is researching the Manor of Sleep, he promised to come visit when I told him Yu was dead. Maybe by working together with him, I can find a way to escape the Manor. Shit. Yeah, because today is my brother's birthday, and it's like inviting my cousins over, and they're supposed to be doing like a dinner thing, and they're all being loud in the other room. And I can't think over that.
What's the matter? Ray? Here.
Okay. Here you go, Ray. That picture of the woman resembles that one in this story, so I gathered some data on it. I think it's the woman on all fours. Associated with disappearances and spirited ways, there is an urban legend called the woman who crawls on all fours. In close, dark spaces like under the floor or in the ceiling or closet, lurks a woman that crawls out every night, cursing bitterly. That's the gist of it. Many urban legends of this type are based in fiction, novels, etc., and real incidents. As the story spreads, images people fear are added, and it becomes all the more legendized. For example, the story The Woman Who Crawls on All Fours is said to be based on the following disaster that actually occurred years ago. 1 month after the disaster, a woman's corpse was found in a ditch several miles from the disaster site. Evidence showed she was alive up until a few hours before she was found. It is thought to be an exaggeration since the story became legendized, but several people who live where the woman was found and along the route to the disaster site say they heard a knocking sound in the night. There is also another version of this story that has been passed on. The part about the woman lurking in the floor or the ceiling, seeking help every night, is the same. But in this one, the ending, that is, if you peer into the ceiling or floor, she will attack you. Sorry, thanks for making me go through all this trouble. I'll hold on to these for a bit. There you go. I thought this might be of some connection to the photo you found of the Shrine Carpenter. My friend's playing more Lethal Company, and their notifications are blocking my screen, so what I'm trying to read. A Shrine Carpenter. It is a carpenter who specializes in building temples and shrines. They were formerly called temple and shrine carpenters, but when Shinto and Buddhism were separated in the Meiji period, 1860s, the anti-Buddhist movement began. Temple was removed from the name, and they became shrine carpenters. Amongst themselves, they said building near a house degrades one, and when they did not have a building contract, they would work in farming or the like, and with only limited site experience, refined their technique and skill. There were carpenters who only served one shrine, and special techniques, methods, and ways of mystic construction were passed on to that master builder. This photograph is of the framework with the carpenters lined up and the master builder at the center. As in the picture, they wore white clothing and a court hat and the framework rising ceremony. For the framework rising ceremony, but in old times, they would wear white clothes during work, as well as it was said that a carpenter must worship the gods and Buddha. While this dress expressed piety, it may have also been a way for shrine carpenters to assert their pride and skill before others. Photo of those tattoos. So this is the story I was talking about. The one where I said that it gets pretty interesting. I actually like this story. It's a really interesting thing. Like, you could make a whole movie or game out of just this. So, this is the tattoo folklore. This combination of snake and holy in this tattoo is primarily found in northeastern Japan. This design is chronicled in the old northeastern Japan folktale Tattoo Maiden. A girl loses her lover, and before he fades from her memory completely, she takes the pain of her remaining love and imbues it in a holy tattoo. Yet, the girl falls in love once more. Again, she loses her lover. She engraves a tattoo of her love into her body again. This time, she engraves a divine snake, so her lover's spirit will arrive safely at the place of the gods. Because seeing a white snake, it has like a specific meaning that they're considered like good spirits. And if you treat them with respect, you'll be favored by the gods or something like that. So white snakes specifically were always praised as deities. Like, if you ever seen the anime Kami-sama Kiss, how the girl in there, she meets that guy. I don't know if I should be using their names. Mizuki, and he's a white snake. And she meets him, and Nanami is the girl's name. So Nanami meets Mizuki. And when she saves him in the school, and he wraps around her wrist when she picks him up, because two boys were like trying to scoot him away with a broom, and she's like, "Don't do that!" And she picks him up and puts him out the window, and he leaves like a white pattern on her wrist because he marked her as his bride. And then Tomoe gets mad. He's like a fox familiar that serves Nanami when she takes over the shrine. She becomes like the land god. I mean, I really like that anime a lot, which is why I'm referencing it. If you've ever seen it, but that's what I mean by white snakes. Be careful with them. They have special meaning. So as the girl repeats love and loss, her skin grows filled with tattoos. She cannot tolerate the pain of the tattoos, and it takes its toll on her sanity. Meanwhile, her heart is eaten by the snake engraved in her soul. This legend is widely known on the plains, but depending on the region, slight differences appear. In the mountains, the following changes can be found in the story. This is called the Tattoo Master. So the Tattoo Master. The girl who lost her lover goes to the mountain master to relieve her pain, to confide in her. On hearing of the girl's pains, the master engraves the snake in holy on her own body and assumes the pain. The villagers, hearing of this, visit the master one after another to relieve their pains as well. Eventually, the master's entire body is covered with tattoos. She who took on so many pains gets trapped in sleep from the pain of the engraved tattoos and cannot wake. Finally, she is eaten by the tattooed snake. The story has one more version, this with an even more tragic ending. It is likely a story designed to teach a lesson. The Tattoo Master 2. The master, covered in tattoos, goes as far as to tattoo holy in her eyes. There are people that get their eyes tattooed, and I don't know why you would do that. That seems like fucking super torture. I don't know why anyone would ever do that, but to each their own. Then her tattooed eyes turn to mirror, and the pains engraved on the master are repelled back to the people who engraved them. In the end, every last person is eaten by the snake. The part about turning to mirror may come from how snakes' eyes were traditionally thought to resemble mirrors. Given the change in the story, it appears that when the Tattoo Master legend of the mountains spreads to the plains, it became more fable-like. The story, with its priestess-like element of the master, who was corrupted into a city girl's foolish love story. As far as the meaning of the snake and holy tattoo in this folktale, the holy tree represents the pain of love for the dead and the pains of the heart. The snake is employed here in the divine sense, and its import seems to be tied into love and pathos for the dead that devours those, including the girl and the master. Ray, I was able to ask around the hospital about this picture of Miss Takikawa. The clothes these people around Miss Takikawa are wearing in the picture, they look kind of like the clothes her family and lover were wearing. They were all riding in the same plane. I see.
You can ask me whatever you want, okay?
I kind of like that story of like, oh, here's this woman who tattoos things on her skin to take on the pain of other people. and the snake that she puts on her skin winds up eating her and everyone else. Like, it's such a cool story. You could make like a movie out of that. Literally, that's enough a plot right
Is there
there.
something?
Miko, I was wondering if you could research this photo for me.
Understood.
I'll let you know if I find anything. I think that's the only one I have, right? I had 2 of them, but I already gave her the other one. I don't know, I just think it's a cool story because there's 2 different versions of it. There's the one where the lover, the girl, the one who asks to have the tattoos, like she asks to be tattooed herself, the snake eats her. Like, comes out of her skin and eats her, comes out of the tattoos, like the tattoo comes to life, it eats only her. And then there's that other one where the one eats all of them. So, like, I mean, take it as you want. I don't know which version you like better. Kiriko, could you not do that, please? Oh, they have that tattoo on their arm. Did you see that? Can't be Reika. What the I can't see. My roommate's texting me. I record with my cell phone, and when I get text across my screen, I can't see what they're saying. So, excuse me for just a moment. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I can pause the recording on my phone, so it will be as if though I never left. Okay, so like I said, today is my brother's birthday. Today's April 12th, and we're doing like chicken enchiladas, and because my other roommates got like their checks, they have to go cash them before, because the place where they cash their checks closes at 6 o'clock, and it's currently 5:11. So they have to go now, but like the food's in the oven, and I have to pull it out in like, I don't know, 11 minutes. So I'm like, great. Just great. I mean, like I said, I could end this, but I don't feel like making a second part. And my phone's like at 50-something% battery, so I really need to just hurry and try to make as much progress as I can now. I don't have time to wait. So I've just been really distracted. Too much things going on. So I think I saved, right? In case I don't remember, I'm going to save again. We're supposed to be going on to hour 9, the unleashing, and it's a pretty long chapter. Like, hour 9 is by far the longest. And because there's so many distractions going on now I don't know if I want to just end this, because I didn't feel like having to make a second part. I mean, I could let my phone charge up a little bit more, but it's hard to keep track of time that way. Well, actually, the hour 9 is pretty short. It's hour 10, Piercing of the Soul. That's pretty long. Anyway, let's keep going. Because remember how we raised Reika? So, in a sense, remember how I told you that they see Reika as the new priestess? So, in a sense, when Miku had raised Reika up, we had actually raised Rei. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. Priestess, to the other side. It's her bowing to me, because she's accepted me as a new priestess now. So, you still have the camera. So we were inside the cell. So this is where we got raised to. So that's Hisame. So she's accepting me as a new priestess. So she was bowing to me and accepting me. If you go to the other side, you can get the other one. Yeah, I can hear my roommates hollering. Okay. There you are. So that's Minamo and Hisame are accepting me as the new priestess.
It must
Not be opened.
That
Priestess.
the
shrine
must be sealed.
Ah! Come on, Tengai, let's play. Let's play, my dear. He's gonna hit me. It's gonna hit me. Ah! I don't have slowdown powers like Miku, so it is what it is. No. Okay, go, 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 go. She's so slow. Too early. Ah! Bro, since when did you swing like a truck? Oh, no, 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 no. I double tapped. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. ちょっと待ってください. You said I'm trying to escape. Calm down. More blood. Okay, so we need to figure out... There's my lantern. We need to figure out what happened to him. So for this part of the story, we're going to be following him to see what happened to him. So he was the one who massacred all of the others. Like, he got the 4 main carpenters of the Moria family, the ones that were tattooed with blue ink. He had them build the Kuze shrine, but all of the other ones and the white ones were the ones who built the rest of the manor. And to keep like the Kuze shrine and all of that secret, he killed all of them, and then went into a room in the middle and had basically ended himself. He felt like there was nothing left. So we need to go to the barred hallway. Cause where he was down here. There's this little room right here where it says sacrificial pillar room. This is where he is. Yeah, I gotta keep a close eye on time because at like 5:22 I gotta go pull those enchiladas out of the oven, and we cooked it in like this glass dish thing we have, dishware. So I have to make sure that I don't burn myself. I've burned myself with that pan before because it was like really hot, and I didn't know it. And when I was doing the dishes one time, I picked it up to put it into the dishwater, and it was still hot, and it burned both my hands badly, like my fingers. I recovered, of course. But, bro, it was not funny. I know somebody's probably saying you should be careful. I know. You're right. I'm okay, though. Don't worry. I'm just fine. As fine as I'll ever be. Don't you do this. Wait, are you actually in here, or... I'm gonna grab this. Are you in here? Well, I'm gonna ignore her. Oh, there you are. Hisame. You don't have to fight every ghost, like I said. You don't. That's pointless. See how she left right away? Because you get her picture right here. That's her. Hisame reminds me a lot of me because I have long black hair too. Well, my hair is mixed. It's black and brown and also silver because I'm 31 years old and a lot of my hair is white. I think it's cool. I think of it like a yin-yang. Other people are afraid to get gray or silver hair. I think it's cool. I'm actually looking forward to when I get older and all of my hair turns that color. It's probably going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be cool. There he is. If I remember, You have to go around one of the corners and capture a photo of him, and I'm probably gonna screw it up. Is it this way? Wasn't it? I got him. What did he say? It's not like he said these dishes are needed. It's not what he said. Rest here as a cornerstone. On part of the wall there is a mark that looks like a filled seam. Part of the chalk filling the seam is peeled away. It looks like you may be able to open it. There he is. He committed seppuku, where they, like, debowel themselves. Or we could just say he grabbed the machete and stabbed it through his stomach. We'll just say that. On part of the floor is covered in bare floorboards with no tatami mats on top. The hidden storage space under the floor is full of old carpentry tools. They look as though they were used for one time. Maybe they were used to build this house. Inside a box full of strangely shaped carpentry tools is a piece of paper that looks like an old map. When the Shrine of the Rift fails to stop destruction, build the Shrine of Sleep and pray for the Priestess to slumber. To keep the rift from opening into the outside world, the final commandment must be driven in where the Shrine of the Rift and the Shrine of Sleep connect. I'm reading fast because I gotta go pull that out of the oven. What could be in the area shown on the map, I wonder? Found a part of the camera switch function, which allows you to switch lenses. I've already been doing that. Basically, the switch function lets you do this. That's what this is. That's R2. R2 allows you to switch lenses. Yeah, I need to go pull that food out of the oven. So, give me a sec. Okay. I pulled it out. Okay. So he doesn't harm her anymore. And he shouldn't. However, because he is a ghost, that's why your filament will still glow red at the bottom of the screen. Because he's in there, and he still classifies as being in there, so. I had to go pull those enchiladas out of the oven and put tinfoil over it because my roommates all left and we can't eat yet until they get back. I got stuck on that ball. They all went to go cash a check. One of my roommates was waiting on their check and they finally got it. And they've been waiting on it for like almost 3 weeks. Yeah, I think it has been like 3 weeks. Lie in peace, the priestess, lie in peace. If you cry, the boat you ride will guide you to the other side. There is nothing inside the bedding but a black human-shaped stain. On top of the stain is a book. Calico. Don't know why the fuck I said it like that. The pain etched into the priestess must have been very deep. The spread of the rift continues. We may not be able to stop it even with the Shrine of Sleep, I can't read. My body has been halfway engulfed by the rift and misery surrounds me. It's not clear how many days have passed since the unleashing. The only ones left are the young handmaidens. I feel pity in doing so, but I will instruct Hisame to conduct the final impalement. We must not allow the rift to spread. Now that I recall, there was an echo stone earring in that man's ear. He could have been Kyoka's forbidden child. Perhaps he came back from the village down below. If so, then he would be Amane's older brother. How sorrowful. I like how this is written by Yashu. So Kyouka is her daughter. Amane is Kyoka's daughter, which means she's Amane's granddaughter, and Amane is her grandson. So when she realizes, oh, he must have been Kyoka's forbidden child, and he's Amane's little brother, how sorrowful. Like, now she's realizing. She stopped singing. Alright, let me pause again, because I need to go talk to them. Great. Hold on. Okay, a lot of time has passed. I really do need to hurry. So this Calico book belongs to Yashu. We had just read the second one. I can't remember if I had picked the first one up anywhere. I'm pretty sure I have, but I don't remember it. So I'm going to go ahead and reread it because I have all of them because this is from an old save file where I have everything. So one of the handmaidens led a man who came to offer his pain into the Kuze shrine, and so tattoos have entered the priestess's eyes, and the doors to the Chamber of Thorns have opened. We should never have let a man enter the shrine, no matter who it was. We should never have engraved the priestess's empty eyes. Now that I have felt the pain of the holy as well, even I am not allowed outside. Before the rift that has spilled forth from the Kuze shrine spreads any further, we must find a way to shut the shrine within the rift. We must summon shrine carpenters and seal the Kuze shrine. Many sacrificial pillars will be required. We should have cast that man away, just as we did that male scholar who wandered here. So that's Yashu Kuze basically admitting that she was the one who killed Akito, and she was the one who had did everything, really. Alright, so when I go to leave here, she's going to attack me. And then we need to go downstairs to get a arrow notch key from the stroller grandma. Not enough. Need more sacrifices. Yashu! That was way more damage than when I was fighting her as Miku. Holy shit. I used my crush ability and she deflected it. Damn. I can't see her because of the door. The shuggy. Yashu, do you want to come here? There you are. If you couldn't tell, this is one of my favorite ghosts. Bro. I can't get it. Ah. Oh, come on. Damn it. Yeah, one of my roommates tried to give me something, but I couldn't get it. I've been so distracted so bad. Hold on. I'm gonna have to pause again. Yeah, that was my roommate giving me a late birthday present because they were waiting on a check. They had been waiting on it for 3 weeks. My birthday was about a week ago. My birthday was on the 5th, and my brother's is today on the 12th. We're 2 years apart, so... they were able to give him something and me something, and they were trying to hand me money while I was fighting Yashu. That's funny. They were literally waving money at me while I was trying to fight her, and it was really distracting. That's why I said I can't get it, because they opened the door, and they stood there, and they were like this, dangling the money at me, and I was like, I can't get it. You probably heard me say that. You probably heard me say I can't get it. That's besides the point. Let's go. Let's go downstairs so that we can find something. We need to find her. I need a slow. Hold on. No. Yes. Okay. We need the arrow notch key. And there's a ghost downstairs that specifically has it. So you would get lost if you didn't know this, which is why I'm glad that I'm trying to break this game down and show, like, if this is a full walkthrough. So you're gonna come down here and you're gonna see Yoshino. Take a photo of her, and then go to the foyer hallway, and you're gonna see the stroller grandma. The stroller grandma is the one that has the arrow notch key, which goes to the cell door near the foyer that we have not been able to open since the beginning of the game. So the foyer, God, this hallway is gonna give you a fucking headache. This is the foyer. Come through here, fight her, and then there's gonna be like a little door here. Do you see how it leads into this area of the room? It leads behind. So Yoshino's hiding in here, and to get around to where she is, you have to go through this damn like little tunnel here. I don't know why they want it to be that way, but it is that way. There we go. Fall. It is your destiny. Okay, that's Yoshino. So we need to get to where she is. Going around. So see that door right there? We come out through there. So we need to get to her. You're probably thinking, why? Well, you'll see. I am sorry, though. I've been so distracted today. I probably should have tried to do this at a different time. I've already had to pause it like 5 different times. Here we go. So she comes at you fast, so be careful, which is why you use the slow lens. Right about now. I think it's when you get to the dresser on my right. There we go. I can't. I don't got any film. I do this every time. I can't. Oh, God. I needed the arrow notch key. I ran out of film and I'm not paying attention to it. And you need that from her. So, great. There we go. I swear. Oh, I swear. That's why I save often, because of shit like that. You have to one-shot her, but I didn't pay attention. I only had 4 film. I thought I had 4 shots, but I guess I used them all. You have to do it perfectly, too. Otherwise, it just doesn't count. There, now the doll fell over. See, I told you my game's busted. Shit just doesn't work. You can tell it's bugged. That's why I reloaded it. I was like, no. You ain't gonna screw me with that. So here's what I'm gonna do. So that I don't have to come back and take that photo again, I'm gonna go back and resave again. That way, if I screw it up, I can just come back and go straight to it, and I don't have to take the photo of Yoshino every time. Man, it's so bad. You have to be able to, you have to do it perfectly. You have to basically get her in one go in order to get her to drop that key. Otherwise, you have to try to get her to respawn, and she doesn't respawn often. She only respawns in that specific area at that specific time. And if you don't do it at that exact moment, just, like, forget it. It stresses me out, this game, because of shit like that. But it's okay. Like I said, I think it was kind of a little bugged, because you see I restarted it, and then the doll fell, and the doll was supposed to fall, and it didn't the first time. So it's basically telling me that it was kind of bugged. Alright. Let's try this shit again. I probably should have held off on my shots until she got closer, so it was kind of my fault. There we go. Something was left behind where the grandma was. Notched arrow key. See, you don't know that, but you have to do it perfectly at that exact moment to get the key off of her. Otherwise, she does not drop it otherwise. That's why I was, like, really irritated with that just now. Because you need that. You can't continue the game without that. Because you need it for this. You see what I mean? Like, it's so specific. If you don't defeat her in, like, one go, she fades out, and you either have to reload your save or try to get her to respawn by coming and leaving. Like, leaving this area and coming back. And it's not easy to get her to respawn. She's a rare ghost that shows up. See, a lot of people who play this game probably don't know that. But when you get to this part, you need to get that key off of her. That is the only way to do it. I was going to see if there's something in the jar. I guess not. Oh, yeah, here we go. So you can see how it's glowing red because the ghost, and it's because it's reacting to Yoshino. You also can get attacked by Kiriko as well. Any small crawl space is where she lingers. Stone mirror, I already have one. Well, okay, now I know where there is one in case I need another one. Man, that watching her walk like that makes my back hurt. Yoshino. It's okay. You can leave now.
Please help me.
I'm trying.
Help me.
Don't ask for help and then turn at me like the Exorcist. Tasukete, and then I'll kill you. Oh no, I forgot about them. I'm gonna get hit from behind. I'm totally gonna... Yep. Stop with the charade. Double shot. Ow. I didn't hit that button, but I guess it kind of saved me. Alright. Not like I needed that or anything, you cheapskate. Fuck it. Ow, come on. The one behind me is really annoying me. Stop! Enough! Quit it. Small piece of paper has fallen where the annoyance was. Yoshino Takigawa. A photo showing Yoshino Takigawa while she was alive, with a man who looks like her boyfriend. It was her husband, but okay. She must have been clutching it tight. The photo is marked with creases and wrinkles. Found a part for the camera obscure from the measure. God, that was just so fucking absurd. The tattoo bruise. Every time I dream of the house, the bruise, the tattoo gets bigger. I found a picture of a similar tattoo in a book of folklore. A snake and holy pattern. According to an old folktale, the tattoo represents the pain, holy, and longing for longing of a girl whose lover has died. Like my longing for you. Like my longing for you. Don't take that out of context, please. Yoshino Takagawa, the only survivor of a plane crash. The photo she left shows her with a man who seems to be her boyfriend. The photo is creased where she has clutched it tight. In another photo, I caught a glimpse of him lurking in the shadows around her. Surrounded by her boyfriend and her family, she is trapped in her dreams, tortured by her feelings of guilt about what happened. Guilty of the sin of having survived. You know, if people truly loved you, they wouldn't accuse you, like, because they all died together, right? So it's like their ghost coming back, oh, it's your fault, you lived and we didn't. Like, people who truly loved you would not do that shit. Anyway, the men in ragged white robes and tall court hats, according to Miku's research, they were shrine carpenters. Did they work on the house only to be butchered by there when they had finished? Yes. To protect a secret? Or was there another reason? That's up into interpretation. An even older house lies inside the dream manor. Down in the darkness beneath the floor, a woman on all fours attacked me. According to Miku, there is an urban legend about someone similar. It's apparently based on the true story of a woman trapped by disaster. Was she someone who had gone missing too, like Yoshino Takegawa? Actually, like I said, there was a tragedy that occurred, and to save her, her mother had shoved her into like the floor, like into like the hidden floor space, and left her there, but all of her other family members died and she survived. I don't know if it was like a fire or something like that. That's what had happened. I can't remember. Also, I took stupid amounts of damage and I have no more healing items, but I do have that stone mirror on me, so if I die, it's not like the end of the world, I suppose, but it's not great. There's another one right there in case I need it. I'll remember. I'll just tell myself arrow notch key, and that'll help me remember where there is one in case I need it later. But I'm pretty sure I won't, because this chapter is pretty short. We'll be getting ready to go switch to the other characters in a while. Can't tell if I'm near the door, because that angling. Oh, God. Oh, I know that sound. The engraver. Where are you? What? Huh? Eh? Doko desu ka? She's behind me. She's behind me. Yes, back up into her. Back up into her. Oh, wait. I'm being attacked by two different ghosts here. What the fuck? Kozue. It's two different ghosts. It's her and the engraver. My ghost power missed her. Fuck. Hold on. Well, she's fast. Stop it. What? Kozue. Man, sometimes I really do think I get too attached to these ghosts. That look she looked at me was like such a sad look of like she wanted something. It almost makes you feel bad, like you want to help her or something, but you can't. It's like, yeah, I'll help you by shoving my camera in your face. Literally, basically. That's literally what happened. I thought it sounded like the engraver. I don't know how it turned into Kozue. That's kind of odd. I mean, it is what it is, but... Well, I'm pretty hurt. I better... Well, I'm not super hurt, but whatever. And it can't help, right? Yeah, I'll help you by shoving the camera in your face. So, like, that's literally it. She had that look where she just, like, because normally towards the end of the game, when you start getting towards the middle, like I am right now, their actions towards you change. And the way she sat there, like, longer than usual and just stared at me for, like, what feels like 3 to 4 seconds, to me, it felt like an eternity. Like, it felt like she was, like, trying to ask for help, you know? Like, it seemed different somehow. I am flying through this game pretty fast, though. We're already basically at the halfway point. A little bit past. I think there's only 12 hours, and we're already on hour 9. So, like, that's why I'm saying. No, wait. Where am I trying to go? I think I do go up there. Because we opened it as K last time, so it should be open to us, see. Wait, Kaname. Who is it who sees Kaname? Trying to remember who. I think it's K who sees him. Only K can see him, I think. That's where I'm going wrong with this. Here's the Calico book 1. I had already read this. I don't know if I want to reread it. I had already read it, so I'll just let it stay on the screen for a second. Never should have engraved the priestess's empty eyes. Now that I have felt the pain of the holy as well, even I am not allowed outside. Before the rift has spilled forth and the Kuze shrine spreads any further, we must find a way to shut the shrine within the rift. We must summon shrine carpenters and seal the Kuze shrine. Many sacrificial pillars will be required. We should have cast that man away just as we did with the male scholar who wandered here. 0. Okay, bedding is laid out behind the red screens. Inside the bedding is a bulge that looks about the size of a person. Yeah, see, I had read that earlier, because I was like, I can't remember where we find the first one, so I'm going to just read it to you early. But I shouldn't have done that. I read it early. I can make out, I can make out the word memorandum at the beginning. It looks like some kind of teaching someone passed on. Shrine of Sleep, later, the Builder, Sacrificial Pillar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only Kay who sees him. I kept thinking that we see him, but we don't. It's only Kay who sees Kaname. We don't actually see him.
You must feel the same suffering too. It's your duty as a priestess. You must feel the same suffering too. It's your duty as a priestess.
So you're gonna have to follow these voices. Because ever since we picked up the stone radio, if you remember, or spirit stone radio, we've been able to hear voices now. And we couldn't hear them before. So, like, these voices had, like, always been here. We just were never able to hear them. And when you think about that, that is kind of a little eerie. That, like, those voices have always been there. We just couldn't hear them previously. And it's like, oh, God. You must feel the suffering. It's your duty. It's like, what the fuck? I honestly think the voice actress who voiced Yashu, she voices like every fucking ghost in this game. Like almost all of them have her voice, and I don't know why. I mean, it's a good voice because it's kind of like deep and serious. And it just makes you wonder why they chose her to voice majority of them, because it is kind of odd. Because I feel like if you have a main ghost like someone like Yashu, I feel like that voice should belong to her only, because it makes her unique. When you start giving a voice like that to everybody, hello, it's fucking Kizuna. She'll follow me in. Kizuna. Damn it. I know I see it, but hold on, there she is. My ghost power don't go through walls, dude. Hold on. Fuck. Yeah, let's not linger here. So to be honest with you, you don't need to fight her. You can actually just come in here and get the photo of that, and then like immediately leave. You don't actually have to fight her. I just did because I need those points. But you don't have to fight her, though. It's not mandatory. Like I said, a lot of the ghosts you really don't need to fight. The only ones you have to fight are the ones that actually seal you in rooms with, like, via doors. Like, those ones, actually, you do have to. But every little ghost that shows up, like the Carpenters or the Shrine Maidens, you don't have to fight them. You really don't. You probably think that you do, but you don't. I assure you, you do not. Range. My range is pretty bad. Let's go ahead and save again. Kizuna. Yeah, alright, I'll get close to you. I'm not afraid. Kizuna! Can you look at me? That's I deserved that. I deserved that. I deserved that. I just wanted you to look at me. You didn't have to be so mean about it. Oh god. Wait. Left. Left. Right. Right. Bro, she's trolling me. Oh, that was fast. I had no time to react to that. Can you, like, fight me legitimately, please? Fight me legitimately. Oh my god. Kizuna. Fight me legitimately. Quit this fucking... I can't, not again. I always run out of film because I'm not paying attention to the damn number at the bottom of the screen, and then I wind up having issues. Like, I go to get the shot, but I don't have any film left. Every time. Sounds like it's left, but I could be wrong. Nope. Yeah, nope. Okay, alright. I did say legitimately. I appreciate it. Yeah, I love it. Kizuna! Please. Just come here. Just come to me. Come here right now. Come here right now. Probably too far left. It sounds too far left. Oh my god. Okay. Nope. Ow. I hate when they fucking do this. You can't fight them in a tiny place like this. Fucking... What are we even doing? And I don't have any more, so if I... Well, I have the sacred water. I don't know if I want to use that, but I guess I will. This is bad. This is so bad. Alright, alright, alright. So I'll go to the mirror. Enough. Please stop. It's ridiculous. Why did I even go there? I mean, I know I went there to get the photo of her, but I was trying to think. I hate when they do that. It's like a tiny little hallway. You can't really fight them or really do anything, and then they just take forever to fight you because they'd rather do other dumb shit. And I needed to be in that room. That's why I said, why did I go there? Because she follows you throughout, like, the whole damn thing, and you can't really, like, get away from her. That's why I tried fighting her now. But it doesn't matter if you defeat a ghost in an area in which they reside. They can respawn almost, like, infinitely in most cases. And it's like, why? Oh, yep. Here, she's there again. What did I tell you? Please. Why? Dark. Let me out. Please. I'm coming. I'm coming. Here, you're free. Kyouka. Here we go. My tracking's working now. It's because my range, I increased my range. Crawling around at the speed of sound. I'm crawling through everything. That didn't sound right. But I don't even care. Where are you? I missed my power. I'm gonna just take brownie shots off her because I'm really low on time and I don't have time for this. I don't have time for your crawling animation, spider. Got her. Yeah, see, this is the bookshelf we need Kay to push. I keep calling it a bookshelf. It's a fucking dresser. The one of Kizuna. Okay. I can't scroll any faster. That's a pretty good one. I need to transfer those to my albums. I need to go hit a save point. I don't want to lose those. I want to keep those two. Because I had saved some other ones when I was playing in the other two videos. The two videos I did before this. I had saved some photos and didn't transfer them to my albums and lost them completely. Damn it, the auto turn. I do like that. It's really ambient, and it's. I kind of want to record music from it, just like for 10 minutes. But the problem with recording music for this game is I can't, because if you stand in place, you will get attacked by ghosts. So I can't just let her stand in place for 10 minutes for me to record ambient music because she'll get attacked. See what I mean? I'm already being attacked again. It's the Carpenters. I could fight him in here because this room's bigger. If I go out into the bell hallway, it's smaller, and I might have a harder time. He sounds way closer than he is. Oh. Oh, shit. Ow. That's not too much damage. Oh. I think I have to fight them again when I come out here. Or I could be wrong. The bell. I paused it and ruined the moment. It was the bell falling. From above her, one of the bells fell. I think it's just that one time. I need to go to the Spirit Tree Garden so I can save real quick. I want to transfer those photos over before I lose them. So if you remember, we were doing this to break the seal on the gate. Oh no.
It must
Not be
spread. The unleashing cannot be allowed to continue.
Please? Tangai? You fucking cheap-shotting bastard. Uh-huh. He has a wide arc, I better slow down. You know, you're kind of cute. No! Well, fuck. Please, stop this. I'm not trying to. More blood. Now I'm gonna be breathing like that because she's so hurt. I must say her breathing sounds different than her normal voice when she talks. Oh, I'm so hurt. You should hear it when Kay gets hurt. He is loud. Alright. I gotta save anyway, even though I'm injured. So let me go to my albums so I can transfer those photos over. So let's go ahead and load, fuck, I don't know. This one. Okay. Did it override them? I set them to protect, but I think they're gone. Yeah, they're gone. It was supposed to have protected them. Well, I guess that don't mean anything. It's okay, I don't really need them. Damn it. It's alright. Oh god, I'm so hurt. There is a healing thing else here. So the paper doll shaped ward on the door has disappeared. Why am I turned sideways? I'm not supposed to be turned that way. See, I told you my game's bugging out. See what I mean? Why was she turned? Should not have been turned. What's going on? What the fuck? I'm so hurt. Yeah, I'm thinking because I keep having to pause this. I mean, I can try to keep going, but that's what happened last time. I said, oh, I can keep going, and then it got cut. Well, let me walk closer to him. I caught her vaguely. It's okay. They're supposed to bow to me, aren't they? Pain. I think it's Kay calling again. Dream Mansion. Beyond the door the shrine carpenters boarded up was the small shrine I saw in my daydream. Did that door seal the shrine? Is that where the ceremony was carried out? Could it really be like in my vision, a place to meet the dead? Is you really in there somewhere? Yeah, my roommate's being really loud. Like, it's his birthday and he's been, like, yelling and hollering and acting like a fool, and it's really just so disrupting. It's also really rude as shit. But there's nothing I can do because that's what I deal with every day. So if you hear yelling in the background, there's really nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry. Pick up the phone, please.
Yes.
Asou speaking.
Miko?
It's Kyouka. All right.
Hello? This is Amakura.
Her screaming over the line. Did you have that dream again today? Yes. I see. I think we should go check out that abandoned house one more time. We might be able to find something out. I'll look over the local legends and stories and bring what I have with me. Just what happened in that manor? Books describe it as an engraving shrine. Maybe if we combine the information we have, something might come to light.
Yes, well...
So, Kay doesn't show up until Miku disappears. I think it's where she wakes up and goes to her room and sees her trapped, but that's later. Oh yeah, I need to go develop the film. Don't go in here yet. Don't go in here yet. Hold on. I'm really excited for when Kay shows up, but we're gonna probably have to cover that in the next video because I am low on time. I'm just trying to do what I can now. Because he calls twice. You get 6 letters, and then he calls twice, and then he shows up when Miku falls permanently into her sleep. He shows up. Where's the part with the engraver? Here we go. Touch my mirror. See how they put the engraver in a shirt? Look, she's wearing a shirt, but in the actual Dream Manor, she's topless. Why did they do that? Is that like pre-censor? No, I'm really confused. Why? The actual engraver in the dream, she's not wearing a shirt at all. So, then why? I don't understand that. They put her in a brown shirt, and in the manor, she's topless. An image has appeared of a woman hiding in a closet. It looks like the crawling woman. I wonder if I can find anything out from this photo. This is a horrible photo to give to Miku. This looks like the pedestal with the rope winding device Miku saw in her dream. What could it possibly be used for? It was used to perform on the rope priestess. They tied her limbs up to it, to those spindles or whatever you want to call them, and then they turned them and pulled all of her sockets out. Fucking Yashu living in my walls like she pays rent. Yeah, I am sorry that this video wasn't that great. There was too many distractions. It's kind of my fault. I should have recorded this on a different day, but I'm going to be having a main procedure coming up on Monday the 22nd for my bladder disease, and I'm probably going to be in pain that day. Maybe not. They said they're going to give me numbing gel, and they're going to try to work with me to make my pain not so bad, so hopefully that day is not going to be truly agonizing. Hopefully I won't feel anything. That's what I'm hoping for. But I'm going to be awake the whole time is my point.
Ray? Here.
Okay, let's collect these. Here you go, Ray. I thought this festival was similar to that ceremony-like photo with the twins. Some of the villages in the mountain region practice a folk religion rite that deifies twins. Born in the village. I have air. I'm sorry. What I was drinking put air in me, and I don't want to burp loudly because I don't do that. So if I ever stop talking, it's because I'm trying to do it quietly. Born in the village as priestesses. It is called the twins ceremony. When twins were born in the village reach a certain age, most commonly 15 years old, they are dressed in white. Then, as priestesses, they are joined by a red cord and conduct a seance. This red cord is said to represent the twins as one person, and in the region, it is a common belief, rather, that when the twins become one, they will have the power of the gods. This rite is supposed to protect the village from calamity, and it is also supposed to bless them with a bountiful harvest. Yeah, I don't know about that, bro.
If you need something else, just tell me.
If I need something else, just tell you. You know what that fucking sounds like? Don't say that.
I'm so tired.
I know.
For some reason, it feels so cold.
And she sounds like she's suffering.
Ray? What's the matter?
Miku, I was wondering if you could research this photo.
I see, but Ray, I'm a little nervous. Lately, all I can think about is the past. Like back when I was a child.
Yeah, see, she doesn't want to give her that other photo because she knows it'll bring up bad memories, so we just give her the one. I don't think there's anything else to pick up back here. Because it's supposed to be the piercing of the soul, and that's where we got to go around and collect. So we already collect the 4 orbs as Miku, so the next hour is us collecting the 4 stakes as K. And then we got to get the 4 mirror pieces. So each character has 4 things they need to collect. So Miku has the 4 orbs, K has the 4 stakes, and Ray has the 4 mirror pieces. That's how it's going to go down in order. So for the piercing of the soul, hour 10, it's K collecting the 4 stakes. So each character needs to collect the things we need to suppress the Shrine Maiden. So we get the 4 orbs to play the song to get her to lift in the cell. Then we get the 4 stakes so that K has plans on going into the Kuze shrine and staking her down. That's how much of a man he is. He's like, I'll fucking go in there and stake her down. I'll do it myself. So he collects them, and then Ray collects the mirror pieces, which is the mirror, which represents the holy mirror, which symbolizes her, like her humanness, like her feelings, her attachments, like love, hate, and all of that. But she breaks it with her own hands. Her breaking the mirror is supposed to symbolize her breaking her attachments to the mortal world, like any material objects, like all attachments, like love, food, music, things that normal people do in everyday life. Like that's her breaking all attachments from the mortal world, like the love and music and food and hanging out with people and going and doing things. Like it's her breaking that. Like I don't need that anymore, I'm throwing it away. So she has to collect that for her. She has to go collect the 4 pieces, and you can tell when you're getting close to the 4 pieces because you can hear her voice coming from them, and it's pretty neat. It's what do they call it, proximity based. So there have been incidents of shrine carpenters disappearing across the region. This month alone, 10 shrine carpenters have gone missing, and it is rumored that they may be so-called spirited away. All 10 shrine carpenters were young and well respected, and it is said several had been summoned to rebuild a secret shrine somewhere. Perhaps it has something to do with the woman bound in rope in Miku's dream. Okay. In my visit to the Himuro area and the 5-pedestal shrine that protects the 5-deity mirror, I was able to peruse fascinating old texts on the Himuro area legend about the gates of the underworld. From these texts, it was clear the apocryphal Gates of the Underworld ceremony was held in this area. Following is vocabulary I garnered through my research this time. Ceremony of the Ropes. The ceremony of the ropes is held to close the gates, i.e. the gates to the underworld, or the gates to hell. And a special rope, the laceration rope, is used. The laceration rope, a special rope used to close the gates. It was also written that it is used to stay the priestess's power. The rope priestess. In a certain document, there is a diagram of a female with arms, legs, and neck bound by rope. Perhaps she is the rope priestess. And the 5 ropes are the laceration rope. The strangulation ritual. Bind the priestess with ropes, pull them to the 5 gods, create thereby the laceration rope to perform the rite. Here the 5 gods may signify the directions of the 5 shrines on which the Himuro mansion is centered. It's like a fucking pentagon and it sits in the middle. Pulling the rope that binds the priestess in 5 directions must create the laceration rope. If the rope binding the priestess is truly used as a laceration rope, is the rope priestess then a sort of human sacrifice? I hope to visit the Hiromoto Mansion in the near future and unravel the tale of the gates of the underworld as well as that of the rope priestess. Yeah, it's basically saying if she's used and you get the rope from, pulling her limbs apart and that rope becomes the laceration rope, then isn't she not a sacrifice? Yes. Okay. See, my roommates just never quit. In used document file, there is a newspaper in which a man who resembles the one in the photograph appears. All right. The land surveyors go missing. While conducting a geological survey for the planned Minamonikam Dam site, Masami Makimura, age 26, entered the Minakami Mountains and then disappeared. Makimura's fiancée, Miyako Suda, 25, went looking for him and disappeared similarly. As of yesterday, the search for them was called off and the construction of the Minakami Dam resumed. Yes, my nickname is Elise, my real name. I mean, it's not my real name. You probably just heard my roommate say it just now. He hollered it through the fucking door. I don't mind if people know. It's fine. Anyway, the Minakami Mountain area has historically... The Minakami Mountain area has historically had many cases of missing persons. As myths of spirited aways are popular in the area, this incident is also rumored to be one such spirited away. The police continue to call for a provision of any information related to the disappearance of the two. After consultation with the relatives on both sides, they announced that they would be terminating the search. Land surveyors. There is a notebook that says the manner of sleep in the drawer. Perhaps it could be useful for something. I find it so bizarre that her damn husband, fiancé, had information on all this shit and never spoke about it once to her. If my husband died and I went into his room where he studied and worked, right, and I found all of these notes about what was happening to me, and if I was, really getting these marks on my body and I was seeing, fucking ghosts and being attacked in my dreams and shit, and then I found out that he had information on all of it, I'd be like, what the fuck? I'd be throwing some fucking daggers, son, because, why didn't he tell me, But it's whatever. Maybe he didn't have time to tell her, who knows? I mean, he did die suddenly. Maybe he was going to tell her, but didn't have time. Can't judge, because I don't know. So, the Manor of Sleep urban legend. The Manor of Sleep is an urban legend that was worshipped among those in psychiatry. Oh my god. And about hospitalized patients suddenly disappearing. There are several stages to it, and it progresses like a sickness. 1. Having the same dream. The patients who later go missing first see the same dream every day, usually about dead lovers or family. 2. Dreaming of the manor. Next, the patients dream about wandering into a large manor. It is a huge, snowy, Japanese-style house. It is laid out haphazardly, as though many extensions were added. Then, deep in the manor, one discovers their dearly departed. 3. Proceeding deeper into the manor. Patients follow the dead deeper into the manor. Most patients find the same scenes and phenomena along the way. For example, hearing a lullaby, seeing a mass funeral march, or being pursued by a tattooed woman. 4. Hallucinations while awake. At this stage, the patient complains of abnormalities of the body while awake. The symptoms are common to all patients. When they wake, they feel a sharp pain and see a growing blue bruise or snake-like tattoo covering their body. 5. Decrease in waking hours. At this stage, the patient's response to external stimulation grows weaker. The time spent in sleep also slowly increases. From a medical viewpoint, this is a defensive reaction to pain. So if the patients are actually in pain, it is a normal response. 6. Missing, vanishing. Then, 1 to 2 months after the first stage, the patients go missing. Missing is the official term. It is said the patient actually vanishes, leaving only a black soot-like mark. The above mentioned is the original Manor of Sleep urban legend, but the popular legend is more story-like and concludes the following elements. 1. Strong feelings for the dead summon the first nightmare. 2. Once you follow the deceased in the dream, you can no longer return. 3. If the sleeping person dreams of a lover or friend, it will beckon that person into sleep. The manner of sleep disease spreads thusly. 4. Deep in the manner of sleep is the world of the dead, and if you make it, you can meet the deceased there. That's the Abyss Horizon. We don't get there till the end of the game, though, but it really does exist. It's beyond the Kuze Shrine. It's past it. If you pursue the dead, you will not be able to return. Even if I knew that, She's like, even if I knew, I would still follow him. It's so tragic. The Himura Mansion. The house in Miku's dream was different from mine. In a folklore book in Yu's room, I found an article about the room that came out of the photo. The Himura Mansion. According to a folklorist named Ritazo Minokata, who I mentioned way earlier in like part 1 or 2, a ritual took place there to seal the gates of the underworld. That's the guy from Fatal Frame 2. That's him when he's older. He marries Yai. So this is where it gets confusing. The people in Fatal Frame 1 are characters from Fatal Frame 2. Ryozo Munakana was a little boy who went there with Seijiro Makabe to take photos of the ritual, and then they ended up capturing Makabe, cutting up his skin. Like, they tied him up and then slashed him, because the more pain he felt, the stronger Kusabi he would become. He was the one with the mask, like the skull face that was a chasing K earlier when I was doing the butterfly thing. That was him. That was Seijiro. And Ryozo was his student. Ryozo was able to escape because he left, but Seijiro stayed behind because he was captured, and Ryozo didn't know that. And when Ryozo realized that something was wrong and came back to the village to try to look for Seijiro, the village was gone, and he found Yai Kurosawa on the ground crying. He then took her and married her and had a daughter with her, and they take part in the first game, which is so confusing why it's backwards, but that's the way it happened. Using Shrine Maiden is called Road Priestesses. Just to give you a little context. The man who appeared in the photo is Musami Makimura. I call him Makimura. The reason why I call him Makimura and why I remembered his last name is I was thinking of Yukimura. Yeah, and I always call Yukimura Yuki. I'm sure a lot of other people call him that, but I kept saying Mura, Yukimura, Yukimura, and then I said Makimura, and then I remembered it. I was like, that's his last name. I can't remember his first name. It was kind of funny that I remembered his last name first, but anyway. Who went missing 3 months ago near the Minakami Dam site? His fiancée went to look for him and never came back. Many people have gone missing like this in the Minakami area, and there are rumors that they have all been spirited away. Because they technically were, bro. The men in ragged white robes and tall court hats. In an old newsletter I found in Yu's room was an article about shrine carpenters who had gone missing, about the same number as in the photo. Yeah. Okay. We got there. I'm just trying to hurry because I only have until about like 25 minutes after, and we're already at 7 minutes. I don't think I want to start the next part just yet, though. For reasons. Mainly because I had to pause this like 5 times, and I had to let it sit while I was eating and doing other things. And I'm assuming my roommates went to go pick up my cousin because he was coming over for my brother's birthday. And if they all left like that, then I'm assuming they went to go pick him up, and that's why they left. But I thought he was getting out of work at 5, and it's already 6:41. It's going to be 7 o'clock. He was supposed to get out of work at 5 and come over here himself. So now I really don't know what the hell's going on. Man, that sucks, though. I lost those photos. I had told it to save it, and they're gone. I'm so disappointed by that. Like, what the fuck? It's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up over it, but it's like, I really wanted that photo of Kizuna and that other one, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's what it is. I'm not going to beat myself up over something like this. It's totally fine. But because I am low on time and the fact that I kept having to pause every freaking 5 seconds before something, I think I'm going to go ahead and just end it now, because I didn't do that last time. Last time I said, oh, I'm going to keep playing. And then I kept playing, and it ended up cutting out like a whole 6 minutes out of the video, and I don't want to do that. And I'm getting ready to start the next chapter, Piercing of the Soul. And I don't really want to start a whole chapter like that when I'm not ready for it. So it's hour 10, Piercing of the Soul. When I come back, I'll be doing that. So for that chapter, we're going to be collecting the stakes as K. Because we're already pretty much near the end. And then it goes to hour 11, the last passage. And then hour 12, the ceremony of commandment. And I think hour 13, calling of the tattoo. And then the final hour, the Abyss of the Horizon. The Abyss Horizon. I just call it Abyss Horizon because I don't have time. I can't fit it all the way in the title. But it's actually called The Abyss of the Horizon. But if you ever hear me just say Abyss Horizon, that's what I'm talking about. Because Abyss Horizon sounds cooler. It almost sounds like it could be a fucking band. Abyss Horizon. It does sound cool. I really do like that. And I'm not just saying that. Abyss Horizon. It really does sound super cool. So I'm probably going to just call it that. I might just call it Abyss Horizon. I don't care. But anyway, that's the remaining chapters. I usually write them all down. Yeah, see, my phone's telling me I'm at 50%, so I'm at 15%, so it's pretty good. I timed it perfectly. So we'll come back to that when I get time, but I guess I'm going to go ahead and go, which is kind of funny because I'm here. I'm in the house by myself now that everybody freaking left. It's like, yeah, now that everybody leaves and I'm able to be by myself, I'm already done with the recording. It's like now that I have time to actually sit down and do it, I'm out of time now because my phone's dying. It's irony. It's so irony. Like, oh, I didn't have time to do anything, but now that they're gone, now I do have time. It's like, it's so stressful. But I'm already going to go ahead and go. My bladder disease is starting to act up really bad. Those enchiladas I had is causing my bladder to burn really bad. I'm actually in a lot of pain right now. Probably doesn't seem like it, but it's starting to hurt pretty bad. And I don't want to voice my pain because people will take my sounds out of context because they always do. So look at my Okami poster next to my flower. I have a sword on my wall. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. And then I have Oichi on my wall too. Look. I have another sword there. You can't see it. It's a blue one. I could probably pull it out to show you real quick. Hold on. My Warriors Orochi 3 bullshit. But speaking of Yukimura, here's Yukimura. You want to see Yukimura? There's Yukimura. Look at him. Look at his damn face. Oh yeah. That's our boy. That's our boy we know and love. You know, I don't even think you're going to be able to see it. I don't know if you can see it. There's the tip of it. Then you go down the handle. And you can see me kind of holding it. This actually has a cool inscription. I'll put it like this in case you want to use Google Lens to translate it. But the meaning on this sword, not my Mortal Kombat book. The meaning on this sword, the kanji, it has a pretty cool meaning. If you translate it, I translated it, and it has like this whole passage to it that's pretty deep. Yeah, but this is my blade. I also have another Japanese sword I could probably show real quick as well. But I would have to get it. Okay. Let's see if you can see this one. Can you see this one? This one's an actual Japanese one. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, I have swords. So that's my actual Japanese katana. The blade is pretty long on it too. Like, you can see how far it goes all the way over there and then all the way down. So yeah, this is it. My crest of who it was made by. And then my sheath to it has Ieyasu's crest on it. I don't know if it belongs to the Tokugawa, but it has the crest on it. Trying to get my phone to focus on it. See, now you can see it. And it also has a snake. I don't think the Tokugawa were represented by snakes. That kind of seems a little funny. I don't think they were represented. Also, I have a dagger in the hilt of the sword. If I undo it. Don't want to cut myself. Trying to pull it out with one hand. It's just like a little dagger. It's almost more like a letter opener. And it's ridged on, It's ridged on both sides. See, it's like ridged on one side and then flat on the other. It's a double-edged blade. Like, this side also cuts, and so does this side. But this side's ridged. You can see the ridges on the blade. Like, I would not want to get cut by this damn thing. Wouldn't it be great? Let me tell you that. But yeah, that's my sword. It also has like a bunch of markings all along it. So go from the top, go all the way down. Like a monk. Stuff like that. I think is it the same on both sides? Let me flip it. No, it's kind of different on the other side. It's like a woman kneeling in a kimono. A guy with like a mask. And then we go down, we got some more like trees. Some more monks. With him putting his hand in a jar. It's like worshipping stuff. So that's why I said a lot of my stuff reminds me of my sword. Like the people in the kimonos doing the offerings, people with masks. That's why I said it's like my sword reminds me a lot of the Fatal Frame games because similar stuff. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. My phone is probably dying. I like the flower on it though. Yeah, that's my swords. I own 3 of them. Tiger. Yeah, my phone's about to die. I really should go. Yeah, but that's my sword though. So, guess that's the way it is. Alright. Thanks for watching if you did though. Some rare things I thought I'd show real quick. But my phone's about to die any minute, so when we come back, we will be getting those stakes as K. Can't wait for that.